Hey, stop telling me it's no audio. Y'all think I don't know that? I see it. Hold on. We are about to begin the show right now. If you are logged in, type your questions for me and type your questions for Pavy as well. As I said before, if you are logged in, type your questions for me and type your questions for Pavy. We will answer them. The show will begin immediately once you see the intro. Oh, hold on. All right, yo, what's good? We're here. We're back. Sorry, I knew that you guys are there, but what you also have to remember is that these streams usually never go up live exactly as streams. They usually go up as both live streams for you guys that are watching this shit live, and then after it goes up as a live stream, it will go up as a video. So when you be talking to me and you be telling me that you can't hear me, even though I'm telling y'all I know that y'all can't hear me because I got y'all muted because me and my man's Pavy had to have some real talk. That's what it is. But if you didn't know, welcome to the 2-for-1 show. It's your boy TPJ. I'm here for the nightly NBA recap. But actually what we're going to do on this episode is we are going to actually recap the first week of the NBA action. It was a great first week. Pavy, how do you feel about it? Everybody can see you. Make sure your TV is muted, by the way.
Oh, it was amazing first week. Like the first week of the season, 100% did not disappoint.
Yeah.
What teams have you been watching? A lot of.
I've watched every game I possibly could, except for yesterday, and that was because I covered the Clippers game and I moved.
I've mostly.
But I also watched I've been watching a lot of Utah because I want to see Utah win. But
I've been watching a lot of. Go ahead.
Go ahead. But before we get and hop into it immediately, it's your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, real TPJ. This is the 2-for-1 show. We'll try to do this every night if we can. We're going to recap the NBA, myself, Pavy, or a special guest. Shout out to everybody out there that watches Hoops and Brews. There's no Hoops and Brews this week because Pavy is obviously not here. But Pavy is here live via Skype right now. We are going to talk to you guys about NBA action, NBA basketball for about an hour. However long we feel like talking about it. If you drop a comment in a super chat, we will answer what you have to say. If you don't donate, probably won't because there's a lot to talk about. Anyways, Pavy, go ahead, get your plug in, talk to the people.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at PavyWorld, Pavy World, all one word, Pavers.com. Make sure you guys go check that out for everything, Pavy. And yeah.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Oh, so I've been watching mad Houston games. Obviously, Houston's gonna give me a heart attack at some point in time this season, a legit heart attack. But Russ, I've been extremely impressed by Russell Westbrook. Like I obviously knew Russ was like good, but I didn't know that. I've never seen him with space on the court.
Yeah, or shooters. Or shooters.
Yeah, or shooters, and like he does so much for Houston. Like I think the biggest thing he does for them is two things. One, you're not gonna miss 27 straight threes with Russ, because Russ not gonna just stand out there and just chuck up threes. Mm-hmm. He gonna go to the rim, get fouled, make something happen, force the action. Also, his offensive rebounding. Like it's so many possessions or rebounds that they get just because Russ is up there jumping, getting a rebound, or just tipping the ball and tapping it to somebody else. So I've been paying attention to a lot of Houston games. Obviously, I watched the Clippers a lot. I've watched mad Miami Heat games. The Heat actually have a very, very fun team to watch play. Jimmy came back today. Trae Young got hurt, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't. I literally tuned into the game and the man was injured. I'm like, I'm like, why is Bembry out there? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
They said 2 weeks. It's gonna be a month. Like,
you don't want to take that Lonzo type of chance with Trae Young. He's too much of a commodity.
Nah, just judging out where he sprained it, it looks like how I sprained my ankle, which still hurts right now. Granted, I'm not an NBA player, and also I didn't sprain my ankle as hard as he did. And the fact that he couldn't get up and walk off tells me a lot. He's probably gonna be out for about a month. Okay. But yeah, I've been watching mad Heat game.
I mean, it's not like that. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like the Atlanta Hawks were gonna be good. I mean, he himself, Trae Young himself, has had a very, very extremely impressive start to the season. I've been very impressed with him, and you know that I'm a guy that's a Luka stan, so we had this whole Luka versus Trae Young. But now that there's no longer rookie of the year, honors on the line right now, I don't really care that much in terms of trying to be whatever. So I think the fact that Trae Young injured his ankle is huge for, number one, the NBA, and also for the Hawks as a whole, because ankle injuries are what derail Steph, and Trae Young is one of those guys. He's a shooter. Also what you noticed when he did get injured was he got injured because the motherfucker was driving to the rim, and that's gonna happen a lot for him throughout his career. So for him, I think they need to be cautious with that. No, it wasn't really that much of a free action. You're trying to make a drive down the lane, you step on somebody's foot and then you twist your ankle. That's how it is.
Yeah, but it was like even the way of which he twisted his ankle, like he twisted it from the front. You don't usually twist your ankle like that. Usually you twist it from the side. Mm-hmm. The top of his feet, his toes came down, but it just came down on his foot. Mm-hmm. It was like when I saw him, I don't think that's something that would be replicated. For one, it was on a fast break.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a freak out.
I mean, we'll see. Hey, most of the time you just seen Steph really twist his ankle. Usually is on a fast break. No lie.
But Steph, when he twists his ankle, he usually twists it from the side.
And JaVale McGee landing on that man's leg is not the same thing. That's not the same thing. I don't want to hear that. You're lying. You're lying. But it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if you playing the Hawks. You out of your mind. What is wrong with this man JaVale McGee, G? This man Stephen Curry is precious commodity. That's like if JaVale McGee injured AD. Laker Nation's gonna be mad as fuck at JaVale McGee. And if you say they not, you're fucking lying. You're lying. They're gonna be mad as hell at that man JaVale McGee. They gonna treat that man JaVale legit. Cause Warriors fans was mad as hell at JaVale McGee.
Yeah,
Warriors fans was mad as hell at JaVale McGee.
I've also actually watched a couple of Bucks games too. Oddly enough. Mainly just because they've been on TV, and I forgot that League Pass was free most of the week, so I was just watching anything that was on NBA TV before I realized damn, I could just watch it on my TV. But I oddly enough watched.
Oh yeah, because you're in another place.
Yeah. So I oddly enough watched a couple of Bucks games. I caught the Portland Dallas game that had the funny ending when they did the coaching challenge. Yeah. And the play got overturned. I caught the fourth quarter of that game. I caught the Bulls Knicks game yesterday.
Which was atrocious. It's time for Jim Boylan to get fired.
No, it's not, man.
Yes, it is. It is. Stop.
It's not Jim Boylan's fault, bro.
It is. Then whose fault is it?
No, it's not, man.
Then whose fault is it? You telling me Zach LaVine gonna be future top 5 MVP candidate? I'm not saying it, fam.
They young, bro. They young.
Man, we've been saying that for a couple years now, fam.
But they're still young.
I'm sorry.
How many people over 25 on that roster?
Actually, let me look at it. Chicago Bulls roster. Basketball Reference will have it, right? On the Chicago Bulls roster, over the age of 25. What's technically over the age of 25, though? What year do you have to be born in?
Probably 93, 94.
Let's see. Shaquille Harrison is over 25. Ryan Archidinakio is over 25. Let's see. Thad Young is way over 25.
Way over 25, yeah.
Zach LaVine is older than. No, he's 24. He's 24.
24, okay. 24.
Yeah, he's 24. Otto Porter is
over
26. 26. Chris Dunn is about 26. Denzel Valentine is about 27. I mean, it's about half the roster. I guess. I mean, if you want to use that as your excuse feel free. But no, I don't know why. Can you just tell me why you be caping for Jim Boylen? Like out of all the people in the world to cape for, you're not even a Bulls fan, and you cape for Jim Boylen.
Because I don't think he's a bad coach. Like, I don't think that he's a coach that's gonna take you, to like the promised land. But I think he can get you to the mountaintop.
So then, why do you need him?
No, look, like I think that he's their Mark Jackson. It's like you still need, like Mark Jackson had to get you to this point for somebody else to come in and take it and revamp it and take you somewhere else. Those kids need structure first.
No,
they need,
they need a good coach.
Blown out by 50 points. Then said we don't want to practice.
Yes, because we just got blown out by 50 points. What you mean?
That's why you go fucking practice.
No, that's not why we go practice. Like, look, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Even what Doc said to them little, to them little USC kids. And shout out to the, USC kids. I was at the Clippers game yesterday, and the USC, like a classroom came, and they were like in the, kind of like, media areas, and they were, questioning the players and stuff like that. They didn't get to go in the locker room, but they did get to do the press conferences. And they actually asked a few very, very valuable questions. And one of the main ones that they were, they asked about was just about bouncing back off of that. And it's just like, you just bounce back off of it. It's a 50-point loss. I mean, it can't get no. It can't get any worse than losing by 50 points. You making me show up to practice early ain't making that 50-point loss no better.
You gotta get better.
What?
50. Come on. We are about 50. We gotta get better.
You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind, bro. And who did they lose to 50 to? The Bulls? I mean the Warriors?
The Celtics.
Come on, man.
Exactly, G.
Come on.
The Celtics. Not even
it's the fucking Celtics.
Last
year, goddamn Celtics.
50 points.
Fucking Celtics.
At home.
Alright, bro.
The Celtics wasn't that
Celtics wasn't good.
At home.
Celtics wasn't good.
That was cool.
Okay, then, so what you talking about?
50 points after Korea, G. 50.
That mean
50 points.
That mean I gotta get up and go to practice?
Yes.
No!
You can't be tired because you didn't compete. So you can't be tired.
Bro, look, no, I'm sorry. When the Clippers lost to the Suns, Doc was mad as hell.
That wasn't that bad.
No, I wasn't hear that. When the Warriors just lost like this to OKC, it was literally like what the announcer said and what shout out to Rich on Twitter. I think his name is JR Rich Goodman or something like that. If you ever follow our Twitter account, he's an old white guy with the glasses that we always argue with. But even he said, he was like, this is just like, this game was just a matter of missed shots versus made shots. And that's really what it boiled down to. The Warriors was missing hella shots and the Thunder weren't. And the Thunder looked really good, by the way. The Thunder looked very, very good. But I'm sorry, man. I can't honor that, man. The Bulls are not good.
I just don't think Boylen needs to get fired, bro. I'm not with Boylen getting fired yet. At least get a man a full season.
Nah.
The man ain't even had 82 games yet, bro.
Nah, man. I'm sorry. I really can't agree with you on that one.
I'm not with the Boylen getting fired.
I think Jim Boylen needs to get fired immediately.
What is he coaching?
Huh?
How much talent on that roster?
Come on, man.
How much talent on the roster?
I don't want to hear about how much talent on the roster. You telling me Zach LaVine gonna be a future top 5 MVP candidate, bro?
The key word
how that make sense?
Future. The key word in all of that is
how
future.
long you want me to wait? The man 26 years old. What I gotta wait 6 more years? He 24. I gotta wait 6 more years for him to get good?
He's good, but he ain't that good yet.
Gee, we went out. We lost to the Knicks, bro.
The Knicks. Oh wait, hold on.
To the New York Knickerbockers.
Wait, whoa.
And now you finna start lying.
Hold on, wait.
Oh god.
RJ Barrett has looked nice through his first 4 games. Randall has looked nice. The Knicks aren't terrible. The Knicks are not a terrible basketball team. They can play. They're not gonna make no playoff run, but they are not a terrible basketball team.
Oh really?
They aren't.
They aren't?
They not.
I don't believe that. That's cap.
They not.
That's big cap. That's big cap. That's humongous cap.
They not finna rewrite the record book, but they ain't a bad basketball team.
That's Pharrell Williams level of cap. That's what that is.
Bad.
Huh?
They not. They not a bad basketball. Again, they're not gonna.
It has been. Everybody has played about 3. Bro, everybody's played about 3 games, dog.
I know they're not terrible.
Alright. If
they
you
got
say
talent
so.
On the roster.
Alright. If you say so. So how many games they winning now that you've seen them for 3 games?
34.
You wild as hell.
They came with 34 games.
In the East, that's damn near making the playoffs. Get your ass out of here.
No, it's not.
Yes,
but
it
again,
is.
No, but look again. I think when I did my East ranking, I think I had them at like 10 or something like that. 10 for 11. I don't think they're terrible this year. I don't think they're good, but they're not terrible.
I think you do good dope, motherfucker.
I think if I was to buy a ticket to see the Knicks in the Garden, I would at least be entertained.
I mean, I guess. I mean, but although there was a ton of fans at the Knicks versus the Brooklyn Nets game, which was actually a pretty decent game. I'm not upset at the optimism for the Knicks and for Knicks fans because R.J. Barrett looked god awful, absolutely, positively, 100%, 1,000,000% awful in that first, in those first games that they played in preseason, as well as to me in summer league. So I've been very impressed. Even the shooting percentages, he's been shooting very, very well. Let's see what he's shooting. R.J.
I
Barrett.
didn't even expect that.
Let's see what R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett has been shooting. R.J. Barrett is currently shooting. He's currently averaging 20 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists. He's shooting 50% from the field and 46.7% from the 3-point range. 44% from the free throw line. Atrocious.
That's terrible. But how many free throws has he taken though?
3.8 turnovers, and total free throws he's taken 25. He's only made 11.
Okay, that's disgusting.
He's taken 15 threes, made 7. He's taken 64 field goals, made 32. And he scored 82 points so far. But he does have 15 turnovers. He's averaging 3.8 turnovers a game. Which is not, that great.
Ideal. Especially for somebody that he doesn't. It's not like he's a point guard where he has the ball all day. So that's a high.
Very, very high. Very, very high. But I mean, I guess we'll see what it is with kind of with that man and what the Knicks. But anyways, once again, as I said, welcome to the 2-for-1 show. It's your boy TPJ. I'm here live streaming with Pavy, who is joining us via satellite from Chicago. Thank you, Pavy, for joining me on the 2-for-1 show. Shout out to everybody. If you would like to be a guest on the 2-for-1 show, all you need to have is Skype. If you would like to be a guest on the 2-for-1 show, what I want you to do is go on Twitter. I want you to tweet me right now. I want you to tweet me right now, and I want you to retweet this link, and I will allow one of you all to call in to the 2-for-1 show at the end and join myself and Pavy to talk for the last 10 minutes. Go right now to Twitter and retweet this link that I just tweeted out, as well as make sure that you subscribe to us on Apple Music, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, any platform that you use to stream podcasts or stream content. Go subscribe to us right now and tweet us, and we might let you join live in this Skype chat. But anyways, moving on, let's go ahead and let's hop into some NBA. Let's go ahead and let's hop into some NBA recaps. So we have the first week of the NBA as a whole. You briefly touched on the Rockets. What are your thoughts as a whole on this NBA first week? Obviously, we didn't get a chance to do Hoops and Brews, so what are your thoughts on all of it?
Kyrie looks great, but he, as well as the Nets, need to learn how to close out games. That Memphis game was disappointing to me because it should have been over like 16 different times before overtime. But they got, I think it was a 6-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
6-point lead, and Kyrie had 2 plays back-to-back. One play, he drove to the lane, forced it, which I don't mind, but that's that one play. Then you come back again, drive to the lane again, try to get a foul. You realize they don't kind of give it to you. You kick it back out, pass gets stolen. Ja Morant goes and gets a layup, cuts it to 4. The Nets just don't know how to win yet, for the most part. And also, I think that Jared Allen, especially in crunch time situations, when you're doing offense for defensive substitutions, needs to be benched for DeAndre Jordan. I just think that DJ is smarter defensively right now than what Jared Allen is because he's seen more. I think the Nets need to get better at just like I said, closing out games. The Clippers look great. Pippen.
Don't just stop this. Stop this shit. No, stop. Hey, shut the fuck up. Stop it. And you know what? And actually, I gotta stop saying shut the F up because my mama literally called me last week. She was like, I try to have my fans watch a show, but they say that you say the F word every other moment, so I can't have them watching no more. So I'm gonna stop telling you to shut the fuck up. But shut the hell up, all right? That's my new thing. I'm no longer saying the F word on Hoops and Brews. I'm only saying hell, all right? Hell or damn. Since y'all want to criticize me, shut the hell up, all right? Shut your ass up. Stop this. Stop this.
Look, man,
Scottie Pippen wish he could be Kawhi Leonard. Stop it.
Listen, man.
You're disrespectful.
As a playmaker.
Where's my phone at? I'll be right back. You're disrespectful.
Look, when it comes to as a playmaker, I have been very, very impressed with Kawhi Leonard as a playmaker so far. I think he's averaging 7.5 assists, which I think is four. I think it's a four number jump from last season, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's been impressive. The Lakers look good, but they really, really need Rondo and Kuzma back. The Suns.
I guess they really need Rondo and Kuzma back. I guess they really need Rondo and Kuzma back. My problem right now is I think that the Lakers have too many guys that need to touch the ball. And I think that that's a problem for them. I think AD, we're going to talk about it in a second in terms of the recap. He looks great, obviously, just kind of speaking from an overall perspective. But I don't know, man. That team looks like it has a lot of guys that needs to hold the ball, but they want to tell LeBron, hey, Bron, hold the ball. And point guard LeBron is not good. I'm sorry, Point guard LeBron is not. Point guard LeBron has been very disappointing to me this year. I'm sorry, bro. He looks like I thought he would look, and it kind of makes me sad because even you texted, me and the homies was like, yo, that's we talking about how the Lakers aren't as exciting to watch, and you said and then you kind of agree, Bron is old.
He's old, but as a point guard, he's doing what he should do. Like people are like, oh, why is he only scored 4 points? Because he's a point guard, and like you said, you have a whole bunch of people that need shots. Like Bradley needs to shoot the ball, Danny Green needs to shoot the ball, KCP even needs to shoot the ball. Quinn Cook needs to shoot the ball. You have a lot of guys who need to shoot the ball and he needs touches. So Bron can't just come down and just chuck up a shot every play like people are used to seeing him do. I don't have an issue with point guard LeBron. The issue that I have is if you're going to play point guard, some of these passes that he throws, you have to be a little bit more precise with.
Because sometimes how many years have we been saying that LeBron was throwing Kevin Love bullshit?
But look, that's cool.
I'm just ask you a question.
Many years.
Okay.
He would throw Kevin Love some terrible passes to the point Kevin Love would trap it on the floor. He would slap it down to the floor, then grab it, then get it up. Now, him in the pick and roll with AD, I love it. Like he made great pocket passes when he's in the pick and roll in tight quarters. Also, some of the reason why he gets turnovers and gets himself in trouble when he's making these passes is because he's liable to try any pass. Mm-hmm. But now that you're playing point guard, you don't necessarily have to do that. I like to see if he can keep his turnovers to I think about let's say 3 a game. I think right now he's leading the league in assists. Actually, I think he's averaging 10, or he may be averaging less now. I think he finished the game today with 8 assists.
He's close. Well, last time I saw he was close. Actually, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull that up on the video right now so that way everybody can see it. Whoa. Sorry. But yeah, man, dude. Let me see. LeBron has been dishing the ball, but that hasn't been my problem. It's not necessarily that I need him to score every rip. He just doesn't like everybody's talking about how much better he look. Like he looks good. He don't look as good as he looked last year. He don't.
No, but I disagree with that. I just think that the way he's playing has changed from last year. Like even look at the defense he's playing. He's taking listen, bro. He's taking 6 charges this year. I ain't see that man take a charge all year.
That's because he's slow as hell and he can't move. Stop that.
What?
And Bron is second in the league right now in assists. Malcolm Brogdon is leading the league at 10.7.
Okay, but that's
and then Russ is right behind him.
But no, that's great defense. Like he's even sacrificing his body and putting his body on the line defensively. I don't have an issue with the way LeBron's playing. Also, we have to realize it's the first week of the season. He got to make it to the playoffs. He is old. So, yeah, he not exerting himself and putting maximum effort and doing, everything LeBron could possibly do because it's the first week of the season. I got to make it 90 games.
Oh, really? That's what's going on, huh?
No, again, I don't think he's playing bad. I have no issue with the way he's playing. I just think that Rondo needs to come back because when Bron goes to the bench, I'm so tired of seeing Quinn Cook, Alex Caruso, and Avery Bradley try to run a pick and roll. I don't want to see that ever again.
You told me Quinn Cook was decent.
He is at shooting the ball, running pick and roll, and making plays for nobody else. No, you ain't never ever in your life seen Quinn Cook making plays for nobody. Even with the Warriors, he wasn't making plays. He was catching the ball and shooting the ball. Also, Kuzma needs to come back because at times, especially with the bench lineup, you can see the offense get a little bit stagnant. And
Yeah.
I think that he would help, and he could be a consistent scoring threat, give you about 18 to 20 points, which would really, really help this team. Because offensively, they don't look great, but I think it's really because they're missing that third guy that they can just dump the ball to. And really a second option, because I think on most nights, AD and Kuzma will be the first two options, and Braun will actually be the third option because he's playing point guard now.
Yeah, but my question is, once Rondo comes back, are we still gonna see point LeBron? I don't necessarily know if we're gonna see point LeBron once
I think we
Rondo
are.
comes back.
Because I don't think Rondo and Braun will be on the court together too much.
I don't think that they will be on the court together too much, but I also think that that's gonna eat a little bit into LeBron's minutes at point guard. Because I think that what is gonna happen is Braun is probably gonna start the game at point guard. And then for the rest of the game, Rondo gonna be running point guard unless LeBron is in the game. But when LeBron is in the game, from that point, now that I got a real point guard there, go attack and eat and kill and give me some buckets. Because even what I've been noticing a lot about the Lakers is it's this year is oddly and eerily very reminiscent to me of last year of what happened with the LA Lakers. My bad, I had the statistics over your face. It's oddly reminiscent to me. And it's oddly reminiscent to me in terms of dealing with the Lakers because of the fact that they get off to slow starts in games. And last year, they got off to slow starts in games. Braun got off to slow starts in games, and they usually was winding up playing themselves out of a hole. I think that this year is going to be very, very interesting to see how quickly they get off to a good start. Because Avery Bradley ain't been what you've been telling me he's supposed to be.
He's been good defensively.
KCP looked like they need to ship that man back to Geek mode because he played better. KCP played better when he was getting out of jail every day, coming to the games last year than he did this year. KCP has been god awful.
He's been better the last two games.
Yeah, because he's been reading his mentions. He's been reading the mentions.
The last 2 games, he's been better.
He's been reading the mentions.
The last 2 games, he has been better. Like, look, I don't think that, and if it eats into LeBron's minutes, great. He's 35 years old. He only needs to be playing like 30 minutes a night, 29 if possible. Great. I don't need Braun playing 36 minutes. Sit down, G. You old. Sit down.
So then what I said about LeBron is correct.
What?
We seeing it.
What? It's not like, look.
The fall off is here, fam.
Look. Is he the same person from 10 years ago? No, but that doesn't mean he's bad. He can't play. He's not elite anymore. He's still elite. He just changed his game a little bit as time has went on because he can't do some of the things that he used to do.
He's not elite. He's not elite anymore.
Yes, he is.
LeBron still top 10 player to you? Be honest.
Yes, he is.
LeBron still top 10 player to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't name 10 players better than LeBron.
He not the best player on his team.
Okay. But again, AD might be the best player in the league.
Yes. But let's go ahead and actually, speaking of that, let's go ahead and let's actually talk about, one Anthony Davis and, this Lakers game. Lakers versus Grizzlies tonight. Obviously we're doing this. I think on the Eastern time is already tomorrow. In LA, it's 11 o'clock. But if you're watching this, the Lakers just defeated the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies were actually playing decent in this game. But then the Grizzlies literally did not score for like 9 minutes straight. It was, not score. They didn't hit a field goal for 9 minutes straight.
You know what happened?
What?
Dwight came in.
Come on, man. Stop it.
No, look.
Come on, man.
No,
Stop it, G.
Bro.
Dwight came in.
Bro,
you
for the past 2 games, Dwight Howard has an argument for being the best defensive player on the Lakers. Dwight has been huge this season. And I think that, for one, again, he won, 4 straight Defensive Player of the Year award?
Damn, hold on, my bad. I logged on Twitter, G. Pop's dead from Friday.
Yeah, you ain't know that?
Nah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for saying the F word again, but what the hell? He died?
Yeah, R.I.P. Pops.
Damn, my bad. I'm scrolling on Twitter trying to retweet the links. Damn, my bad. Go ahead. R.I.P. John Witherspoon, one of the greatest comedians of all time. Go ahead.
But yeah, even tonight, Dwight was a plus 23. Like that whole run you talking about started when they put Dwight in the game because Valanciunas was whooping JaVale ass. Remember that flagrant foul happened because he got beat, so he had to grab him. They switched in to Dwight. The defense kind of sold up a little bit. They strapped up defensively, and then that's when they run. And again, when teams missing shots, then you can get out. It's very, very hard to play defense when you keep missing shots, and you got to get back in transition. And then that's when you saw the lobs being thrown to AD. They were, getting down in transition, and like the game picked up, and it looked more fun to watch.
I mean, we'll see, man. I think it's very. I think this, like I told you, I'm just getting some real eerie feelings of like last year. They're playing much better out of the gate than they did last year. I think the Lakers are now 3-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, so they're now 3-1, which is way better. And even just the way that they look overall as a team. Luke Walton is just the worst coach in the world. The Kings are literally 0-4. Luke Walton is the worst coach to ever coach a basketball game in the National Basketball Association. Luke Walton is worse than Paul Silas, and Paul Silas to me is one of the worst coaches ever.
Paul Silas was god awful. Shout out Paul Silas, he was terrible. But to be fair, they did go to India for the preseason. If you look at the Pacers also started off 0-4. They went to India as well, so it may be a little bit. They're tired. They was overseas playing. That could have something to do with it. Bagley also did break his finger. That could have something to do with it. But yes, the Kings do not look good. I think that game they had against, who was it? Did they get blown out by? Was it the Jazz?
Yeah. I just looked at Paul Silas' coaching record. His coaching record is 387 and 488. He lost 100 more games than he won. His career.
That's not bad. Alvin Gentry ass too. His coaching record is terrible too.
He ain't as bad as Paul Silas. Shit. Paul Silas never won 50 games. Paul Silas won 49 games with who is he?
The Hornets, right?
Yeah, with the Hornets.
I mean, that's decent.
Yeah, and that roster had Chucky Brown, Eldon Campbell, Derek Coleman, Baron Davis, Ricky Davis, Dale Ellis, Todd Fuller, Michael Hawkins, Derek Hood, Eddie Jones, Anthony Mason, Brad Miller, John Miskry, Bobby Fields, Eldridge. I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Rich Krasner and Eddie Robinson and David Wesley. That's wild.
He did work with that roster.
Yeah,
49 wins with that. Shout out Paul Silas.
I mean, yeah, Eddie Jones was the leading scorer on the team with 20.1 per game.
And low-key, didn't he coach the Bobcats, bro?
Yeah. When did the Bobcats come in? No, he didn't. No, he coached the Hornets. He coached the Charlotte Hornets and the New Orleans Hornets. And then he went to coach Cleveland to consecutive losing records. You know what? No. He did coach the Bobcats. He coached the Bobcats again in 2011, 2012.
Yeah, that was when they was the worst team ever.
That roster had Augustine, Bismack Biyombo, Derek Brown, Matt Carroll, Boris Diaw, DeJounte Diop, Gerald Henderson, Corey Higgins, Corey Maggette, Jamario Moon, Brian Mullins, Eduardo Nahara, Tyrus Thomas, Kemba Walker, DJ White, and Reggie Williams. Oh my God! Gee, they finished 7-59. They finished 7-59. My God, bro.
Yeah, that's the worst team ever, statistically speaking. That's the worst team ever. Percentage wise, that's like the worst
shit. That's bad, G. Luke Walton is that bad of a coach.
I think they won 17% of their games a year, or less than 17% of their games a year.
Look, if I want to make a bet, but let's make a healthy bet. I'll buy you like some carrot juice or some shit like that. I bet you they fire Luke Walton before the trade deadline.
They're not gonna fire him before the trade deadline.
Wait until the players. No. Wait until the players revolt against him, and they have a goddamn revolt in that locker room, and they threaten to beat his ass after he got them stupid ass rotations. They gonna threaten to beat the shit out of that man, and then they gonna fire that man. Like what? Why the Kings can't find a coach? Dave Yeager is somewhere smiling right now, like a motherfucker. But Luke Walton is that bad of a coach. And even with all that happened last year, the Lakers still, as you said, numerous times, you thought that they could have made the Western Conference Finals. So obviously this roster is a better overall constructed roster, but I still think that the Lakers would have been better off had they kept Lonzo and Ingram. I think for for the immediate I won't say for the immediate 3 years.
Yeah, no.
G8, I don't trust AD. No. I don't trust AD.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. That man had 40 and 20 and 31 minutes.
No. You want to know something else? Because you want to know what I think also? I think AD got a torn labrum.
already?
Yes.
Why do you think he has a torn labrum?
Look at how he favored his shoulder. He looked like Paul George last year after he torn his labrum. Now, the only difference is he's 6'11" and can dribble better than any goddamn point guard in the NBA almost. And he can get to the rim at will. So you really can't stop the man. The man had 40 and 20. And the man, I was sitting at the table eating dinner with my girl. I'm like, baby, this man, Anthony Davis, has 24 points and 14 rebounds and there's 8 minutes left in the third quarter. She said, I don't know what that means. I said, he is killing.
He fouled Jerry Jackson out himself.
That shit was bro. Literally, when the announcer was like, AD might get, he was like, I think he said, AD might get 40 and 20 tonight. I was thinking he probably might. And honestly, if it was a close game, he might have played a night, bro. He would have, he would have played, bro. He would have played, bro. Oh my God, bro. Could you imagine that game went to overtime?
He would have got 50 and 30.
Look. If we go into overtime, and I got like 50, 55, at that point, I'm trying to break Kobe record.
No, it's a lot to break.
I don't care. Like I'm jacking that bitch. I don't care. Guess what? Guess what? We losing to the Grizzlies then because I'm jacking that bitch.
30 points in 5 minutes, bro.
He ain't got to score 30 points. He can score like 25.
What?
He can score like 25. And look, even if I can't get the Kobe record, I'm going for 70.
Okay, 70 is more doable.
I'm doing it. And the man was a freak from the line. He had only missed like one free throw at one point in time during the game. Could you imagine if Shaq could shoot free throws like Anthony Davis?
He'd be the league. He would be all-time leader in points.
That would have been like.
But no, I don't think AD tore his labrum.
He was 26 or 27 from the free throw line. You don't think he tore his labrum?
No, I don't think they would send that man out there on November whatever the hell with a torn labrum, dude. I don't think they would do that.
But if you gotta have surgery, you're gonna be out for the rest of the season.
You can get breast, G. I don't think that man tore his labrum.
He's playing for a max. This is just speculative, obviously. This is pure speculation.
Not gonna get AD? G, AD arm could fall off right now, G. If the man arm literally could fall off his body, G. The Knicks would get that man a max.
You said
with literally one arm. That arm could fall off his body.
You said AD could JPP himself?
Yes, and somebody would get that man a max, G. Come on, bro. Look at that man's fingers could fall off his head. He still gets the max. There's nothing Anthony Davis can possibly do to prevent himself from getting max money. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like that man KD tore his Achilles, got a max 5 minutes later. There's nothing Anthony Davis can do to prevent himself from getting a max, even if he tried.
I didn't mean that he was gonna prevent himself from getting the max. I'm just saying, like.
What you mean he want a max?
No, but I'm just saying,
He gonna get a max regardless.
Well, it depends. They say he want to go to. They say he want to go to the Bulls. You know Jerry Reinsdorf cheap.
Come on, G. He ain't that fucking cheap.
Shit.
He ain't that fucking cheap.
Shit.
G, AD pick up the phone talking about I want to come to the Bulls. He gonna say no.
No. Okay, look.
Exactly.
Okay, wait a minute. Over a torn labrum, obviously, but if it was something more seriously, this man is injury prone. I've said it.
Kevin Durant tore his Achilles and got a max 5 minutes.
He's Kevin fucking Durant. He won.
It's Anthony Davis.
I'm sorry. I gotta stop. I'm working.
The man had
it's Kevin goddamn Durant.
31 minutes, G. He had 40 and 20 and 31 minutes, G. Last year he averaged 20, 25 and 13 and wasn't playing second half. He's getting a max from anybody.
He's better than Bill Russell. I told you that.
Man. All right, man.
I told you that.
All right, man.
I told you that. And the craziest part is like his game is just not exciting to watch.
It's not exciting to watch at all. Like it's not. And look, you try to argue me when I told you that.
Okay. His game isn't exciting to watch with LeBron. Like, okay, look,
not really, bro.
If this was Heatles era LeBron, it would be mad exciting because it would be like Lob City. But this era LeBron is layup city, G.
It would.
Layups.
Era LeBron
Even that little like turnaround like three like whatever kind of dunk he tried to do when LeBron threw that terrible ass pass again. Like it was a terrible pass. LeBron is just like everybody's like, well, LeBron, like y'all gotta stop, man. As like Eminem said, when your run is over, just admit that it's at its
run ain't
end.
over yet,
The
though,
smartest thing LeBron James ever did was saying, "Yo, Anthony Davis is the best player on this team. I'm giving the keys to him." You know why he gave? Look. LeBron at this point is the father that's like, "Yeah, I'm giving the keys to my son." When we all know he really couldn't drive no more. They revoked his license.
No, he can't. Like, I'll play with Anthony Davis. Why would I not give this man the ball? The man had 40 and 20 and 31 minutes, G.
So what? You LeBron James.
Don't even have 40
You
and 20
LeBron
and 31
James.
minutes, G.
You LeBron James. You LeBron James. LeBron told me he's the greatest player of all time because he fucking beat Steph Curry.
Arguably,
Gee, I swear to
Davis
God.
is a better scorer than LeBron. And he damn sure shoot free throws better. He missed one free throw.
Gee, he
missed one free throw.
AD is better scorer than LeBron.
Arguably. It's dead ass argument.
I'm uploading this as a podcast, and the name of this is AD is a better scorer than LeBron. You are wild. You are wild. LeBron is going to... LeBron might pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. What's wrong with you?
That's dope.
What?
That's dope.
Alright, bro. Alright.
When LeBron gets the man AD missed one free throw. He took 25 free and missed one.
So what? That don't mean he a better scorer than LeBron?
That's post game better. They shoot threes damn near about the same.
His mid-range better than LeBron?
Damn near about the same.
Alright,
Tell me I'm lying. It's about the same.
You on that bullshit.
It's actually about the same. It's dead ass about the same, G. Let's not act like Kawhi Leonard in the damn mid-range.
If that's the case, then AD this year gonna be better than LeBron ever was.
He possibly could. AD could possibly be the best big man ever. Like, possibly. I don't think he will be, but he has a chance to be the best big man ever.
AD is averaging right now 28.8 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.8 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 blocks, and 3 fouls a game, while shooting 88.9% from the free throw line, shooting 27% from the 3-point line, and 43% from the field goal range, which is not great.
It's not.
It's not. But
if you do the true shooting percentage thing or effective field goal percentage, because he's shooting free throws so well, it'll still probably be around 55%.
Yeah, I can't find a true shooting. Actually, no. Let me see advance. But that's funny. But AD is not a better. I'm not gonna say he's a better scorer than LeBron. Until AD can average 34 a season and carry a team to the playoffs, he's not better than LeBron. He's better than LeBron right now. But at any year, at any point, I'm not gonna disrespect LeBron like that and say that AD is gonna be better this year. Because I gotta see AD get his team to the playoffs. Like even
wait. He took his team to the playoffs twice.
I don't want
it didn't happen. It happened twice.
How long he been in the league?
Huh?
How long he been in the league? I don't know.
8 years?
Huh?
What, 8 years?
Yeah, so I don't want to hear that.
I'm just saying.
That's not good enough.
He playing in the world.
If that was Steph Curry, if that was Steph Curry, you'd be like, he weak as hell. AD been in the league 1, 2,
No, I
3,
wouldn't, because
4,
Steph Curry is a guard. You know what I think about guards?
Hey, he's been in the league 8 years, bro. Never averaged 30. Never averaged more than 4 assists. Never in his career shot above 35% from the line. LeBron has.
3-point line?
I'm sorry. From the 3-point line. And then obviously like blocks and steals is kind of like whatever. I mean, this man AD is a demon on the boards. If he can average 3.3 blocks this year, that's gonna be crazy. And actually, AD's averages dropped a little bit because NBA.com I think is. Oh no, actually never mind. The 40 wasn't counted with that. That's crazy. This man really dropped a 40 ball, a 40 and 20 ball. He dropped a 60. R.I.P. Nick, man.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna average
dropped a 40 ball.
But the fact he's averaging 3.3 blocks and only fouling people 3 times a game is a wild stat. That is a wild stat.
Yeah, but when you got JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard out there, you're not really like they can try to key on you defensively, but I still got to worry about JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard.
How many fouls JaVale averages and Dwight?
Let's see, JaVale McGee. Hold on, JaVale McGee right now is averaging 1.5 fouls right now.
In how many minutes?
In 18.7 minutes. And he's playing less minutes than he played last year, which I also told you was going to happen.
Okay.
And also, as you've seen with AD, they said he's embracing the playing more center position more. You want to know why? Because he's like, God damn, we got Dwight and JaVale out there.
Hey, man.
Dwight's averaging
Dwight's
5.8 points
nice.
per game, 7 rebounds, 2.3 blocks, which is great, but 4.3 personal fouls.
Exactly.
Trash.
AD is averaging
Trash.
3 blocks,
But
3 fouls.
But low key, Dwight Howard is his plus minus average for this year is 14.3 so far through 4 games.
He usually has the highest plus minus every game. Dwight's having a great season. And like it seems like the Lakers fan base is embracing Dwight Howard again. Like he's always playing to the crowd.
Yeah,
It seems like
they are until they start losing, and then guess what? Dwight Howard is gonna be the scapegoat, bro. Dwight Howard is definitely gonna turn into the scapegoat.
No, he's not. As long as LeBron's on the team, he's not gonna turn into the scapegoat. Everybody gonna put at LeBron first.
Nah, no, they're not. No, they're not. Come on, man. It's LeBron
Yes, they
James.
are.
It's LeBron
Yes, they are.
James. It's
That's
LeBron,
why they gonna point at
man.
LeBron.
Nobody
LeBron.
points. Who points a finger at LeBron other than me and probably Skip Bayless?
The whole
Nobody.
world?
No, they don't. You're lying.
Yes, they do.
You're lying.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They
LeBron is the
don't.
most scrutinized basketball athlete ever.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Steph Curry is. You're lying.
No, he's not.
Steph
No,
Curry
he's
gets it
not.
from fans
No, he's
and
not.
his peers.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
he is.
Steph Curry gets scrutinized
From
by
fans
me
and
Nick Wright.
No, from fans and his peers.
Steph Curry gets scrutinized by me, Nick Wright, and his peers don't fuck with him. LeBron gets scrutinized by all the media.
No, he don't. Who
Yes,
scrutinized
he does.
LeBron? Who scrutinized LeBron?
The whole
Nobody.
media.
Even Stephen A. don't scrutinize LeBron.
Yes, he does.
Barely.
But look, not as much now. Back in the day,
Back in the day, Stephen A. was scrutinizing LeBron. Come on,
you're
man.
lying. Go back and watch some of my old First Take clips. You're telling a lie. Now you're lying.
Alright, bro.
I'm gonna send you an old First Take compilation. Now you're lying.
I need to see that old First Take compilation. You
Go
wild
ahead.
as hell.
I'll send it to you.
You wild
The
as hell.
whole
No,
thing about
LeBron. Come on, man. Stop that, man. Ain't nobody been
He's
criticizing
supposed to
LeBron.
have that,
LeBron has had it easy. He's had
No,
it.
he has
Yes,
not.
he has. Yes,
No,
he
he
has.
has
Yes,
not.
he
No,
has.
he has
Yes, he
not.
has.
LeBron
is old and wise. Ain't nobody been criticizing that man.
LeBron
He is the
since
worst
high
player
school, he
on.
got that-
He is the worst best player on this team.
LeBron since high school,
And that's
when
the
he got
problem.
them damn that damn Hummer and the damn throwback. From that very moment, has been the most scrutinized NBA athlete probably ever, and nobody else comes close.
No.
Comes close.
No. Come
Not
on,
a
man.
soul comes close.
Come on, man. You're wild. You're wild.
That man tattooed chose not granted. Some of it could
Yeah,
probably
and then shout out to Skip Bayless. He tattooed chosen one, and then the Skip said he turned into the frozen one.
So look, again, granted, some of it could be of his own doing, but still, he is the most scrutinized NBA athlete ever. Nobody else comes anywhere near close. Nobody comes close. Let LeBron lose a 3-1 lead in the damn finals.
He lost to fucking JJ Barea. And see, I gotta stop
And
saying.
he-
I'm
and
sorry.
he got
I'm
killed.
sorry. He
And
lost
he
to
got
goddamn
killed.
JJ Barea. He lost to
And he
goddamn
got
JJ
killed.
Barea. I don't give
Did
a
he not get killed?
I
Did
don't
he
give
not
a
get
goddamn.
Did he not get killed?
Yeah, by the fans. The media ain't kill LeBron like that after they
Shut up,
lost.
you.
The media
Shut up,
ain't
you're
kill.
lying.
Skip
You're lying.
Skip
You're telling
Bayless.
a lie. You're
Skip
telling a lie.
Bayless.
You're telling a
Skip
lie.
Bayless killed
That
LeBron.
man
The media didn't
scored
kill
80.
LeBron.
Stop
Stephen
lying.
A. I will admit.
Revisionist
Come on,
history.
man. It's not revisionist history. It's not.
So the day after that man scored 8 points, the whole media world ain't jump on that man.
I mean, yeah, he scored 8 points.
That's part of the final performance.
If Steph Curry scored 8 points, you'd be telling me this man don't belong in the NBA no more.
I would. The media wouldn't say shit. Because everybody loves Steph. He the little light-skinned kid everybody loves.
No, he's not. Everybody don't love Steph. The fans,
know.
the
The
fans
players-
love
the people-
Steph.
the
The
players
fans
don't love
love
Steph.
Steph. The
The
real
players
ones
don't
love
love
Steph.
Steph.
The real
I
ones
don't
love
love
Steph.
Steph.
You don't have to
The
love
media
Steph.
loves Steph.
We love Steph.
And the kids love Steph. Everybody loves Steph for the most part.
Exactly, as we
Steph
should.
don't really
As
get
we
no
should.
slander like that,
As we
bro.
should. Why don't you get your
Steph
shit
don't really
together?
get no slander
Get
like
your
that,
shit-
bro.
get your ish
Steph
together.
don't really get no
Get your
slander
ish
like that,
together.
bro.
Get your ish
Huh?
together. Get your ish together. But
Steph don't really get
come
no
on,
slander like
whatever.
that.
Anyways, let's go ahead. Let's move off that topic. Let's go ahead and let's actually recap Hawks versus Heat. Obviously you watched this game. I believe you did, right? Correct?
Yeah, I watched.
Go ahead.
Well,
It's fine. Go ahead. Obviously, the Hawks lost in non-stunning fashion. Trae Young, injured his ankle. He twisted it. Woj reported, that nothing was broken. They're going to have an MRI on it tomorrow. They think that it's going to be a 2-week injury. Pavy's saying a month. What were your thoughts on the game for Jimmy Butler's first game? Since having his daughter Riley, who Pat Riley was obviously enthused by the name. What are your thoughts on Jimmy, seeing him at first? And what are your thoughts on Tyler Hero, who's been playing like a hero? Go ahead.
I mean, hey man, Tyler Hero looks great. Kendrick Nunn's look great. Dragic off the bench has been great. Myers Leonard has been resuscitated. Bam Adebayo, he's been great. Like, I think that he got a very, very deep team, a good nucleus of players, and I think that this was the best possible situation for Jimmy Butler. Like, even when I look at Jimmy Butler, like, I never feel like ever since he left Chicago, he's really had someone he can call home with like his type of guys. I think that Miami, Spoelstra is like his type of coach. I think Riley is his type of guy. And I think the guys on the court are just his type of guys. And seeing him out there with Winslow and Nunn and Harold and Adebayo and Dragic coming off the bench, like, they got a great.
Shout out to Kendrick Nunn, man. Kendrick Nunn really made a way where there really wasn't, because I had never heard of that man until I saw him drop 40 during that preseason game, and ever since then he's been amazing, man.
He's a G League success story. Like, he went to the G League last year, played the whole year in the G League, and then came up. So he's a rookie this year, which is why he doesn't seem like the normal rookie, because he's played in the NBA style game at least against professional athletes at least for an entire year. And then you coming up into the NBA, like, you're not scared. Like, I've been in this style of basketball before. Granted, I wasn't playing against Giannis, but still I was playing an NBA style of game before. I did it for a whole year. So I think that that's why he comes in and he looks like first team all rookie or a second team all rookie off the bat. And again, like I told you, like I think this Miami team has a chance to win 50 games. I think they can, I think they can even make a playoff run, man. Like, I don't see a team outside of Philly that I think Miami can't beat.
Come on, man.
I think they can beat anybody else.
Outside of Philly, including the Bucks. Well, the Bucks, I'm kind of.
I think they could beat. I think they could realistically beat any team. And not granted, I'm not saying I'll put money on them to do it, but if they did it, I would not be surprised. I think they could beat any team in the Eastern Conference outside of Philly.
I disagree with that, bro. I think that they would have trouble with a lot of teams in the East this year. Who do you mean who? Who? Like you're depending on Myers Leonard to be your main starting center. That's not a recipe for winning for me.
Myers Leonard isn't bad. He stretches the floor.
I didn't say he was bad, but he has to be your starting center, and Bam Adebayo has to be a starting power forward. No,
Bam Adebayo has looked great.
Where's your scoring going to come at from the front court? That's what I want to know.
Bam has a great floater. Bam can get you about 14 points.
Come on,
Myers, you also
shit about no floater, bro.
Bam, like no,
6'7", talking about floater.
Listen, bro, Bam can get you buckets because he's active. Like, you're not gonna run mad plays for Bam Adebayo, but he can handle the ball. He's active. He'll get on the offensive glass. You can run a pick and roll with him. He has a great floater, like from about 10 to 15 feet out. Myers Leonard, he's a threat because you can't leave him. Like, if you got Myers on the wing, you can't just walk away from Myers. Myers has damn near been 50, 40, 90 before. Now, granted, it was in Portland coming off the bench, but you can't leave Myers. Also, you bring Kelly Olynyk in. Kelly Olynyk is a guy, he can heat up and get you some buckets. I mean, we remember what the man did in Game 7 against the Wizards. He was damn near the best player on Boston that day. So Kelly Olynyk can get you buckets. Then you bring in Hero off the bench. Then you bring in Dragic off the bench. Like, Dragic coming off the bench as your point guard arguably might be the best backup point guard in the NBA.
I don't like Dragic coming off the bench. I think that this I think this Kevin Winslow Jr. experiment has not been successful. Justin Winslow. I'm sorry. I called him man. Yes, Kevin Winslow Jr. No, I just called this man Kevin Winslow Jr. Kevin Winslow Jr. is somewhere in jail right now. Sorry, Justice Winslow. Huh?
Kellen Winslow.
Whatever. Sorry, Justice. I didn't mean to butcher your name like that. My bad. Associating you with that man. But he's not the answer for them at point guard. I actually think that they're in a situation now where they either have to move him to the 2 or you move him to the bench and you put Dragic back out there. Dragic had 21. Dragic had 21 tonight, but Winslow was terrible today.
But he's been great every other day. I guarantee you.
He's been great every other day.
Like, look, bro, I guarantee you that he just didn't score. Like, granted, I don't know what like the final stat line.
Bro, how you the starting point guard and you not even getting no assists? The last game he had 26 and 8 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was a good game.
Good?
No, that's a good game. But today versus the Hawks, terrible. I don't
What did he
think.
do?
Hold on one second.
Read his stat line.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. His stat line for today was Justice Winslow had 2 points. He was a +10. He had 4 turnovers, no blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. He was 0-3 from 3, 1-7 from the field goal range.
But also, look, you say this because this is just Willow's first game back with Jimmy. So Jimmy obviously going to have a little bit more ball handling responsibility than what Tyler Herro had.
Kendrick Nunn still shot more than him.
But listen, bro. His assists aren't going to be somewhere where it's 8, 9 assists. You have to hold the ball a lot to get 8, 9 assists. I think they're best utilized with him scoring about 12 points, getting you about 5 boards, and getting you about 5 assists, and playing great second team.
He's got to score more than 12. He's got to at least give me 17 a game.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. 15 to 17 a game. Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
You replacing
Especially
Gordon.
when I got Herro off the bench, and I got Dragic off the bench, and I got Myers, and I got Bam. You gonna give me 10? All you need is Miami is in a situation where they're probably gonna have about 6 people in double figures this year.
Oh, my bad. That was when Cam Reddish dunked on Tyler Herro.
When he ended him.
Yeah.
Hey, you know about Tyler Herro? He got dunked on twice today, but you know what I like? He kept jumping.
Yep.
He kept jumping. The one time I think Jabari Parker dunked on him, he come back down, hit it, pull up for 3, get fouled.
What are your thoughts on Tyler Herro? He dropped 29 today. He had 19 in the second quarter. He's been balling on He's been balling on people and talking his ish at the same time. But what are your thoughts on Tyler Herro? I personally think that honestly, and actually, this is personally what I think their starting lineup should be. I think that their starting lineup should be, for me personally, I would do Dragic at point guard. I would keep Nunn there because Nunn has been consistently scoring. Whoa, my bad. God damn, keep replaying. Because I would keep Nunn out there because Nunn has been scoring consistently, and that's really what you need from a guy like him, especially a guy who's coming in. But I definitely think that Dragic should be back in the starting line. He's still playing about 30 minutes a night, which is not bad.
Exactly.
It's great for him.
He don't need to start. He playing starter minutes, bro. Bro, don't focus on so much on
when it comes
and focus on who finishes.
Wait until but the one thing I want you to wait until until we get a little bit later in the season and teams start the game plan for this team. Kendrick Nunn is a guy, as you the main one. I was saying, they ain't got no scouting report for him. G, that man averaging 22.3 points right now, 3.3 rebounds, 3.3. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So once the scouting reports get out on these guys, and once they get out on Justice Winslow, he's still struggling right now.
But look, real quick, same time you say that he's averaging 22, but Jimmy wasn't there. Now Jimmy's there to be your primary scorer, your main guy. Jimmy would be the guy getting those shots, and Kendrick Nunn probably go back down about 14 points. And Jimmy be the one averaging 23, 24.
I guess, man. I'm not.
Because Jimmy wasn't there for the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah, he wasn't. Shout out to Jimmy. And shout out to the Heat for, number one, not announcing that he had a child and letting him announce it. But number 2, not making it a thing for him missing the first 3 games. Because obviously, this is a guy who just gave a max. But the one thing that I think that Pat Riley does, which is the reason why certain guys really do love Pat Riley and will die for Pat Riley, is it's going to sound bad, but since he left Los Angeles, he's really just been a strict dad. You know what I mean? And some of these guys just need a strict dad, but also sometimes what comes with a strict dad is some compassion. And I think that Pat Riley's compassion for his players, and even having this guy that you just gave a max, have a child, and you allow him to take 3 games off. You know what I mean? 3 games off to start the season. Most GMs, owners, people that's close, second in line of command would have been like, Jimmy, we understand you just had a kid, but you got to play one of these games. One of these games. We just signed you. The fans are going to be expecting it. They bought the tickets. They ready to see you. You can't play one of the games. But the fact that they, made that happen, they didn't give him any issues with that. I love that, and I think that that's exactly why D-Wade, was like, yo, Jimmy, you're the perfect organization guy, for this team. And I also think that Jimmy is the perfect guy for a guy like Tyler Herro, because I think Jimmy likes to talk shit. And I think those practices with Jimmy Butler and Tyler Herro are going to be crazy. Yeah. And Tyler Herro is going to be trying to send that man Jimmy Butler's ankles to God, because that man, Tyler Herro's got a package. And I think with Zion down, he's going to steal Rookie of the Year. I think he's easily going to steal Rookie of the Year with Zion down. He's
Ja look good, RJ look good.
Yeah, but they don't look better than him though. Ja looks good, but Ja got the ball in his hands all the time. Tyler Herro is sharing the ball with No, but
Yeah,
Tyler
LeBron
Herro's sharing the ball.
all the time.
But he's sharing the ball with like 4 other playmakers, and he's making seasoned NBA veterans look like children.
Yeah, but that's why he might win it.
Ja ain't do that to Kyrie.
LeBron,
He ain't do that to Cook. Oh no, no, you know what? He did do that. He smacked that man's shot. Get that shit out of there. It's amazing.
Yeah, but that was like a bad move by like Kyrie. Yeah, I know you got better moves than that. First of all, he started to play in the mid range. What are you doing, G? Back that out. Like I don't know what Kyrie thought he was doing in that situation anyway.
Kyrie, yeah. I mean, I guess I feel you. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's hop into the next game. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. I pretty much watched the entire game, with the exception of probably the last like 4 minutes of it because I had to go and grab some dinner. The Nuggets, the Mavericks versus the Nuggets. No. The Mavericks versus the Nuggets. Great game, from tonight. Great action. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, they were awful in this game. They were absolutely, positively, 100% dog crap in this game. But the team still managed to get this win. They had 10 guys. I'm sorry, not 10 guys. They had 9 guys on the team in double figures. And most of those guys that had double figures, most of it came really before the third quarter. Justin Jackson, I think that's his name, correct? Justin Jackson. He's a guy that for some reason whenever I'm playing on like 2K or whatever, he always comes up as being like one of those guys where he is like a star, and I'm always like he's not I've never thought he was that good. But even in the game early on versus the Mavericks, I mean he only played 19 minutes. He had 10 points. He was 4 of 8. He was 0-2 from 3. He was 4 of 4 from the field. My bad. 2 of 2 from 3. But I just really liked the way that he played, and he played with energy. This Mavericks team, we looked at this team and we was like, yo, this team. I remember when we were having those conversations about this team, and you were saying, and we were both saying that we don't know if the rest of the team is going to be this good. I think what this team had and has is a bunch of role players, but now they have 2 stars. I think that this team can easily go 12 deep. Today, JJ Barea didn't play, Courtney Lee didn't play, and Boban didn't play. But Finney Smith played, Porzingis played, Dwight Powell played, Seth Curry played, Doncic played, huh? Does
Courtney Lee ever play?
He played a little bit this year. He's played 11 minutes per game this year. I mean, but I mean I don't see no points by this man's name. You know what I mean? Like literally, so I don't see no points per game. I'm sorry, he's averaging 3 points per game. So so this team is a deep team to me. And even with the size of Boban, if you want to start Boban, like let's just say you run into a team like the Lakers, and you're like, you know what, fuck it, we getting killed in the first couple games in the first round. You run out a lineup like Boban and KP out there against like AD and Dwight. You're still going to be fine with that lineup because Boban is decent in the mid-range. He can move his feet well enough. He's not going to run up and down with them, but the Lakers don't really run up and down. So that's the thing about it that I think is going to be very, very interesting. I
like Keebler, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Maxi Keebler, yeah, he's good. And I also think that they gave him an extension as well, so I think he'll be around for a while. He had 14 points.
What happened to Dwight Powell? Is he playing right now? Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's playing. He's starting. He started today. He only had 4 points. He only played 13 minutes and had 4 points, but he started. He's been starting.
I feel like when I watch Dallas, Dwight Powell is never on court. It's always Keebler.
Yeah, I mean because he's been playing that. I mean Keebler's been playing that well. A guy who has not been playing that well, who's making me look real bad with my Donovan Mitchell hot take, G. How you lose your spot to Seth Curry, G?
Hey man, nah man. Seth is probably a better defender than him, and he's also a better shooter. Like Seth is the person that needs to be out there with a Luka. I could have told you that. I don't know why you said what you said. Tim Hardaway Jr. is not that good, bro.
I disagree with that.
He's not that good.
I think if you gave him 21 shots a game, he will be.
But listen to me, G. Why are you giving Tim Hardaway?
Why would you give? You only gave Donovan Mitchell that amount of shots because there wasn't nobody on the team.
I guarantee you taking 21 shots this year. I guarantee you he's still probably taking 20 shots.
Who, Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah. Or close to it.
Yeah, he is now because Mike Conley been trash.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mike Conley.
Exactly. So if I'm, you know what I mean? But what I noticed from this game, I did watch the last like 2 minutes, I think, including the last couple plays of the game, and the last play of the game was Mike Malone. They need to stop playing games and get Michael Porter on a floor.
I
Fast.
I agree.
The Nuggets have to stop playing games.
I agree.
You let this man play all through the preseason. He played decent in the preseason, and he can't get no tick during the regular season. They had the lineup out there. The last play he ran to end the game, you got Murray coming up for a high screen and roll with Paul Millsap and having Jokic fade around. You having Jokic fade around for the game winning three or the game time three?
That wasn't the play when they ran up Jamal Murray for like the isolation. I'm like, when he took like a step back three and air ball. That's not even a play.
I'm like, what are you doing?
That's not a play,
bro. I'm literally like, what is going on right now? So if I'm the Nuggets, I really think Michael Porter Jr. needs to start getting some minutes. I think he's a guy that might not necessarily be starting by the end of the season, but I think he could be a guy that could easily be the 6 or the 7 seed for you by the end of the season. So, it kind of is what it is. But anyway, shout out to the 52 fans that are watching us. As you see, Pavy's getting sleepy. He's on that Chicago time. He was in LA right now.
Good.
If he was in LA right now, he'd be like, I'm about to go to the Poppy right now. Let him go to night, yeah. About to go to the nice guy.
I'm good.
All right. But anyways, moving on to the next topic. If you are a fan and you would like to call in and Skype into this show and join us on the 2-for-1 show, I want you to do me a favor right now, and I want you to comment right now your best NBA joke in the chat room with your Skype name. And if your NBA joke and your Skype name is there, and we will choose the best one, and we will call you live via Skype so you can join us on Hoops and Brews live on the 2-for-1 show. But the next thing that I want to talk about is obviously my guys, man. Man. Come on. Glow.
Who's your guys?
Get the hell out of here. You know who my guys are. No.
Oh, the Warriors. Oh.
You're playing games.
Warriors.
You're playing games.
Nah, man. Like, first of all, I just want to say it's been very, very fun to laugh at their pain over the past couple of days, but it's gonna get better, man. Like, for one, College Stein isn't there. Looney might have a nerve condition actually, which didn't sound good.
Really?
Yeah, they said it was looking up some neurotic something. It's like a nerve condition when I looked it up. I think it's hamstring or something like that. So that didn't really sound good. But allegedly, I guess Willie College Stein has upgraded to probable. I know Warriors Twitter is in shambles right now. I mean, really what it is you're just seeing a product of what happens when you can't shoot. And the Warriors are just in a situation now when they just don't shoot like they used to shoot 2-3 years ago. They just don't shoot like that. Like D'Lo, he's cool, but he don't shoot like Clay. Jordan Poole, he can knock down the shot, but that's not
I really
Clay.
like Jordan Poole though. I think he's
Glenn Robinson. Now, Glenn Robinson third. I like defensively. He plays
I don't
hard.
like him. I thought I would like him. He don't play good to me. He be missing bunnies. I'm like, bro, there.
No. Look, he plays hard defensively, but he can't shoot. Draymond, he can't shoot. And I mean, when they beat New Orleans, New Orleans isn't the best defensive team, but I think what you saw was them just hitting shots. When they hit shots, they look better. All of those guys, even Steph is a rhythm guy. If you can mess up and knock off his rhythm, he'll miss a couple shots. I think that you see teams kind of they'll just trap Steph, get the ball out of his hands, push him out to play, and then just force somebody else to shoot the ball and just literally look at him. They not even really. It's like a very, very simple defensive game. It's like
they trap and get the ball in his hands and just look at him.
No, literally, it's like trap Steph, get the ball out of his hands, leave somebody open on purpose, and just look at him. It's like, if you're going to make it, good job. We'll take the ball out of the net and deal with it. But also, they don't have any vertical spacing right now, really, besides Marquise Chris. But Marquise Chris, basketball IQ isn't where it needs to be. Also, he's not going to stretch the floor pretty much either. So, again, I think when Looney comes back and when College Stein comes back, it'll get better. But, I mean, I just think that this is what you're just going to deal with this shit for the Warriors. And, again, I don't think, they're, learning that their pick is top 20 protected. If it gets to a point where, somebody gets nicked up and you have to sit somebody down and, it's like...
I don't want... can you just do me a favor? Just do me a favor.
What?
Don't talk about tanking. It's been 4 games.
Listen.
Give me the same courtesy you gave the Lakers and at least wait till December.
No, listen. I'm gonna say not yet. I'm not gonna say that yet, but it's still an option. Knowing that your pick is top 20 protected, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Again, I still think this year isn't the year for the Warriors. You're not trying to win a championship this year. I think that when you look at 2021, 2022, you're like, Steph come back. Not Steph. Clay comes back fully healthy. We get some of these young guys in our system for 1 or 2 years. Well, I mean, not for 2 years, but for 1 year, like Jordan Poole. Figure out if you like Marquise Chris, the Eric Pascal guy. Keep him in the system and get him used to what you're doing here. And I think next year you make a run. But I mean, again, it's been fun to laugh at their pain, but I think it gets better. Like they're not gonna look like that every night.
Yeah, they won't. I mean, and obviously they looked a lot better versus the Pelicans, but the Pelicans literally just missed Zion. I've been,
No, it's more than that.
I don't think it's more than that. I think they just
It's
missed
more than
Zion.
that.
No,
They can't play defense.
I disagree with that. I think that
And they losing games exactly how I said they would lose games. Like I thought they would lose 20 games just because they're young. Like they lose a lot of games literally just because they're just still young.
The Warriors are too.
And they gonna lose some games this year just because they're young.
I think we'll see. I think once Clay gets back, all this talk will cease and desist. I think knowing him and him being the psychopath that he is on the road for redemption and on the road for a comeback. I think that when we start seeing Clay taking jumpers and shooting in December, and then when he get them light workouts in January and come back a little bit around Valentine's Day, I want all the critics who said we should tank, all the critics who said it was over. I want to hear what y'all got to say. By the time Klay Thompson comes back, if he comes back, the Warriors are still 4 games above 500. I'm not worried.
I don't know if they will be. I think
yes,
they might
will
be at 500.
And also, I think Draymond this year is probably one of the worst players in the NBA.
No, he's not. Stop that. Come on,
he
man.
is.
Stop
yes,
that.
he is.
Stop that.
I think it's over for Draymond.
They put him at center. He had to get again.
Should they trade Draymond? I think they should trade Draymond. I think it's over for him, and I think you should trade him.
Stop it. Look,
he ran Kevin Durant out of town.
Like you even said, most of his assists go to Klay. Well, Klay's not there right now, so he has to build up chemistry with somebody else. You got to build up chemistry with a D'Lo. You got to build up chemistry with a Jordan Poole, with somebody else. And obviously, D'Lo isn't a shooter. D'Lo is an isolation pick and roll type scorer. So even D'Lo playing this system is new for D'Lo. He's shooting way more catch and shoots than what he would have shot if he stayed in Brooklyn. Like D'Lo had the ball a lot last year, especially when LeVert got hurt. D'Lo could take whatever shot he wanted to last year. So it's even new for D'Lo. D'Lo's playing in more of a system now.
I think D'Lo's had plenty of opportunities to create off the dribble, because he is getting a lot of wide open catch and shoot opportunities. But he can still, create off the dribble after he hits a pump fake. He's just not really doing it this year. He hasn't been playing that well. He hasn't been shooting that well. He hasn't been shooting that well from the mid-range or from the three-point line. And I need him to be a force. And if he's not going to be a force, then he's just another guy on the team. So trade him.
He's not going to be a force. Like D'Lo wasn't a force last year.
He was.
He had
his moments where he was a force.
He was an all-star because somebody was hurt. He was not a force last year. The only game I can say he was, God, D'Lo.
He had an all-star because the third best guy on the team was hurt.
No, he was an all-star because somebody in the East got, I think Oladipo or somebody in the East got hurt and couldn't play in the all-star game. And then D'Lo was like the reserve all-star. Like he wasn't just voted in at first though.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? We taking away all-star appearances?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
come on, man.
Listen. I'm just saying. You're saying he's a force. Like I don't think D'Lo was ever a force. D'Lo's a very, very good player. But force is a very, very strong word. I'm not gonna say he was a force. He's a good player. And I think that you kind of overestimated what D'Lo was. Like you told me.
I didn't
No.
And I meant it. I meant it.
Russell was not that big of a drop off offensively from Kevin Durant, and you told a lie. You said that. You told a lie.
I didn't tell a lie. Look. D'Lo. When D'Lo comes back,
I almost threw my goddamn phone.
And he catches a rhythm. And he has 3 to 5 games where he dropped like 25 to 30. Y'all go,
You said
Kevin Durant coming back off Achilles. We don't know what he gonna be like.
You sat in Staples Center and watch that man Kevin Durant.
And guess what? He don't have no Achilles.
He gonna come back better than D'Lo.
No, he don't. No, he's not.
Okay, so he can't come back and give you 20 points.
Huh?
He can't come back and give you 20 points.
I don't know. We'll see.
Even like, look.
If you're a fan and you want to join us, put your Skype name in the chat room right now. I didn't lie. I didn't lie though, bro. Y'all, even the fans saying I lied. I didn't lie. What did I lie about?
Even off judging the way that the Nets play. Sometimes you'll see plays when it was Taurean Prince is trailing or Taurean Prince is wide open. All you gotta do is catch the ball and shoot because that's Taurean Prince. It don't work out the same way. Next year that's KD. You can't tell me KD can't trail the play, hit a damn 3.
Mm.
The Achilles don't take away your ability to shoot the ball.
It
don't, G. It don't.
It don't.
Now he ain't gonna be driving by.
It don't. But don't tell me Kevin Durant finna turn into Ray Allen, even though Kevin Durant think he a better shooter than Steph Curry. He's on that bahooga.
Nah, I think he gonna turn into Dirk.
He's not gonna turn into Dirk. He's
I
not.
think he'll turn into a lot like Dirk. I think he'll come back and
play
play a lot
gonna
like
come
Dirk.
back next year and average like 18 points, and people gonna be
Kevin Durant's not having 18 points yet. No, he's not.
Off of Achilles.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, he's not gonna average 18 points because Kyrie is so dynamic. When he penetrates, you have to collate. Let him do a post move.
I think we'll see. What level leader can you be?
Okay, look about Draymond.
What?
Why I didn't like.
What? Train that man.
Look, the reason why I didn't like what Draymond said was because at the beginning of the season, you said, "Don't we still got Steph Curry? Don't we still got this guy? Don't we still got that guy? Okay, and we now rebuild it." Then you want to come after you get your ass.
We got all these young guys. We got all these young guys.
Where was this energy a month ago? You ain't say you was rebuilding a month ago when it was preseason. You said that y'all, like, as long as Steph there, y'all good.
That man,
now you want to get your ass whooped and you want to say you rebuilding? I don't like that quote.
That man was sad like he was on punishment.
I don't like that quote. That's the only reason why I had an issue with what Draymond said. Because again, before the season, you said, "Don't we still got me? Don't we still got Clay?
Yeah.
Don't we still got Steph?
Yeah.
Well, we now rebuild.
Yeah.
And now you want to come out after you get your ass whooped. By the way, can we talk about Shea Gilgeous? Shea?
Yes. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's keep on the Warriors, and then we can move on and we can talk about OKC because I want to talk about them as a whole.
But
go
you
ahead.
want to come out here and get your ass whooped, and then you get your ass whooped, and now you want to, we in the rebuilding stage, and we whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't say that a month ago. That was energy that you had a month ago. You told me, as long as you got this guy and this guy and this guy, you good. So what happened?
I mean, well, Clay ain't there, too, in all fairness.
They got the 2-time MVP on the court.
Yeah, but I mean...
Don't tell me you rebuilding. I don't want to hear from you rebuilding. If you did not have that energy before the season, do not have the energy now. You knew you wasn't going to have that man play before the season.
Hold on, wait a minute. Look, I'm about to see if one of our fans want to call in. Yo, shout out to the homie Lewis Smith. He always watches, bro. He's watching us right now. He just sent us literally a picture of us on his TV. Look at this, G. This is funny as fuck.
Shout out, bro.
Shout out to you, bro, man. We appreciate that. If you want to call in, DM me, because you always be DMing me, and you one of the few fans that I don't mind DMing me. The rest of y'all stop fucking DMing me, asking me basketball questions. Period. But all right, let's go ahead and let's actually talk to the guy who you want to talk about. Let's talk about the OKC Thunder. Number one, are the OKC Thunder good? Are the OKC Thunder good to you? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they got a good, balanced basketball team. I think Shea is in a position where I think Shea at the 2 is probably best.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think what we didn't know was that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was going to make Chris Paul look old, and
Chris Paul looked old before he got
No. There's a difference. We know he was old. But he makes Chris Paul look old. Chris Paul is averaging 13 points per game this year, 4.5 rebounds and 3.3 assists. That trade you talked about, you lied. You lied.
Yeah, he's not getting traded.
You lied.
You
lied. You told me a lie.
Look,
and if I'm the Miami Heat, do you know how good we look these first 4 games? You think I'm trading for Chris Paul? You gotta
I tweeted on Twitter that trade should never happen. Now I think the Bucks maybe should look at doing it.
Why? So I gotta average 13.3 points for $45 million.
Look, G,
he's not making Giannis stay, bro. Chris Paul making Giannis stay?
Huh?
Chris Paul gonna make Giannis stay?
I don't know if anything gonna make Giannis stay besides the finals. I don't know if anything gonna make Giannis stay besides the finals, bro.
Man, what you own, bro?
I'm just saying, try. G.
Look, you can try. You can try. You won't.
Stop, G. When it all falls down, bro.
Look, this ain't
on? Chris Paul or Eric Bledsoe?
This ain't the college dropout, okay? When it all falls down, give me Eric Bledsoe, because at least I know he ain't got a blown out hammy.
You told a lie.
I didn't tell a lie.
You told a lie to me, the man who couldn't stay on the court in the East Conference Finals last year. You told a lie to me.
What you ever seen from this man, Chris Paul, when you needed that man?
He gave the Rockets 40 and beat the Jazz.
Oh, spooky.
He won game 5.
He beat the Jazz. Oh, so spooky.
He was hooping against the Warriors and won game 5, and then he went down with the heavy.
You on that bullshit, bro.
But
he's on that. You on that bullshit. You on that bullshit.
But
you on that bullshit. I can see him look on your face. You on that bullshit. Stop that.
No. But with the Thunder, I think that for when they moved the ball really, really nice, I think Billy Donovan finally gets a chance to coach the way he wants to coach.
Yeah, I mean they are 1-3 though, but still.
Yeah, but it's just about how they're playing. Like I just like the fluidity that the ball is moving with in OKC. Shea, like I said, Shea looks great. Danilo looks like a guy that maybe you could retain if you want to.
Shay's averaging I mean Shay's averaging 23.8 points per game right now. Danilo's averaging 19.3. Continue.
Yeah, so they're like guys that like this team looks like you could retain this team, and with the picks you have, add some young guys into it, and you can build something there. Like I was thinking maybe you look to trade off guys, but I don't think you should do that. I think you should ride it out and just see how far you can go. Like maybe you could make the playoffs. Who knows?
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Who knows?
Not with Chris Paul playing this way. Chris Paul has. You told me Chris Paul was going to average 17 and like 10. This man is averaging 13 and 3.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's like Chris Paul needs the ball to be able to average like 10 assists. On this team, he's not going to be able to pound the ball into the floor because the ball moves too well.
So it's over.
He'll probably end up averaging about 13 and or maybe 14 and 7 this season, which isn't terrible, or 14 and 6, which isn't terrible. But it's just like nobody's gonna give him free reign to dribble the ball that much.
I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I don't even know if he's gonna be able to get to being that high.
How many minutes is he playing though?
Chris Paul right now. Hold on one second. Chris Paul right now. I'm sorry. Let's see. Christopher Paul. I don't see that. Oh, he's averaging 3. This man point per game total is garbage, bro. Garbage. All right, let's see Chris Paul's stats. Oh, whoa. I just moved myself. I didn't mean to move me. Trying to move this window. All right, Chris Paul's stats are, I just pulled them up on the window so that way the fans can see. Currently, Chris Paul is averaging 28.3 minutes per game. He's shooting 41.9% from the field goal range, 50% from the three-point range, 61.5% from the free throw line, 4 rebounds a game, 3.3 assists. Yeah, man. It's
but even it's over, in the Warriors game, I think he played 15 minutes.
It's over. It's over because it's over.
No, he played 50 minutes because they was blowing him out. It's like,
can you just tell me that I was right when I told you Chris Paul would never be an All-Star again a couple years ago? I told you.
Got that right. Wow. Great.
What you mean?
He would have been an All-Star.
No. You the main one now talking about Dame Lillard deserve to be All-Star. He deserves to be top 5 MVP vote. He gonna get there. But when I was telling you Dame Lillard deserved to start an All-Star game over Chris Paul, you was telling me no, Chris Paul. And I'm like, no, bro. Chris Paul is old. He's washed. He's not that good. Dame Lillard's better.
No, because
defend yourself.
That season,
defend yourself.
If Chris Paul didn't get hurt in the beginning of the season, he would have been an All-Star. That was his last hoorah at it.
It wasn't his last hoorah. He hoorah'd his ass clean out of the league because they literally they finna mellow that man. If I'm the Thunder, I'm looking at that cap and saying, man, how much can we handle this man?
They're not gonna mellow him because he's for one a good person that Shea can learn from and practice every day.
Is he?
And he'll probably end up being a team.
Is he gonna want to teach him, or is he? No. That's what I'm saying. Is he gonna want to teach him, or is he gonna be like one of them Brett Favre types where Brett Favre?
I think he's gonna want to teach him. Like even at the press conference, he said that he loves Shea's game. I think Shea came to his basketball camp when he was a kid.
Okay.
So he talked to he said he talked to Shea a lot, and he didn't know that he was gonna be teammates with him later on. So I think that's a good guy to even just help Shea develop. And even can help Schroeder develop. Like Schroeder's not that old. I think that he can. I think that he can help everybody around that franchise to the point where it's like, you know what, I'll pay you this ignorant amount of money because of what you can do for this franchise in the future.
I don't know about that, bro. I think that I'm not paying $43 million for a guy that's gonna be a coach. I'm trying to trade that man wherever I can trade this man. But as far as Shea, do you think Shea has the potential to be an all-star this year or in the future? He's averaging 23.
This year, no, but in the future, yes.
What if he keeps up? What if he still averages 23.8 points per game and the OKC Thunder are damn near a playoff contender?
Maybe, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very, very tough. You got Steph. You got.
Well, I mean, he's not going to start, so the coaches choose.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be tough. You got
And
Steph,
and that said coach might be one Doc Rivers.
Again, it's gonna be tough.
Think about that. Doc Rivers might, if Shea's averaging like 24 still and to like 24, 6 and 3 or 4. I would not be surprised if Doc Rivers was like, you know what, I'm gonna choose him to be an all-star reserve because he played that well.
Yeah, but it's not just one coach. Like all the coaches choose.
Do they all choose? No, I thought the all-star game coach choose.
No, bro. It's all the coaches, bro. The coaches as a whole choose.
All right,
it's not one coach, bro. Hell no.
I need to
how
verify.
many people would be mad at like the all-star coach?
That's why they always mad. What are you talking about? Literally, even Doc said last year in the press conference when I was there, saying that all of the coaches told him that they was gonna vote for his guys, but nobody voted for his guys.
Yeah, all of the coaches said that because all the coaches vote.
Okay, makes sense.
Exactly, but no, I mean like you gotta have a chance, but it's gonna be tough. Bro. The West got so much competition, especially at the guard spot. You got to jump over CJ, you got to jump over Dave, Luka.
I'm saying CJ. CJ's never gonna be an all-star.
He probably won't, but still, he's one of those guys that will always at least be in contention.
CJ McCollum's the Urkel version of JJ Redick.
That was hilarious, but yeah, he's still gonna be in the the contention for it. I mean, Lonzo, and there's Drew Holiday, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head.
Lonzo's not in there. Lonzo's averaging 13.76 and 5.7, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's like 4th in the league in like total assists right now. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Like, it's going to be tough.
Lonzo's only averaging 7.3 assists, bro.
Yeah, but it's 4th in the league, I'm telling you, in total assists.
I got it. Let's
it's 4th or 5th in the league.
Let's verify that because I think I'm about to do your Googles for you. Let's see. Stats. Assists. Let's see. Complete game leaders. Currently, Malcolm Brogdon, number 1. LeBron James, number 2. Russell Westbrook, number 3. Ricky Rubio, number 4. Giannis, number 5 in terms of average. Why I want to show me? Oh, okay. I guess I can't see totals on here.
I was on Basketball Reference.
Oh, okay. Let's get.
Now, granted, maybe Basketball Reference didn't update it today.
Yeah. I mean, it always takes them a day or so to update it.
Okay, but from what I see, Lonzo is right now is 4th in total assists. Yeah, he's tied with Devontae Graham, Russell Westbrook.
Okay, all right.
And Kawhi is 2nd in total assists behind LeBron. They tied with LeBron.
Okay, so all right, I'm not upset at that. But actually, speaking of Kawhi, let's talk LA Clippers. Sorry if it's getting late.
Oh, Devin Booker for All-Star too. Devin Booker.
Well, it depends.
No, it doesn't. The Suns are good. And
wait a minute. It depends on how good they are. Now, don't get me wrong. Wait a minute. What do you want to talk about first? The Suns or the Clippers?
Let's do the Suns first. I'm sure we're going to spend less time talking about the Suns.
All right. No, I don't know about that.
We're probably going to spend less time talking about the Suns, bro.
I actually disagree with that. I actually been watching Suns games. And
I watched the Suns Clippers game. I didn't watch. I watched the Suns. Clippers
I didn't
game,
watch the Suns Clippers games.
I watched the Suns Clipper game, and I like caught like the last 3 minutes of the Suns Utah game last night.
Okay, go ahead.
Again, like I've been saying all summer, I'm just happy the Suns finally have some direction, and I think that actually missing Aiden helped them against the Clippers.
I hate to say this, but I think they should trade Aiden.
I think that missing Aiden, because I like the fact that they have centers that can stretch out. I like Baines being able to stretch out. I like Kaminsky being able to stretch out. And I think what that does is gives Rubio more room to drive and kick, gives Devin Booker more room to operate, gives Oubre more room to operate. And you don't have to worry about, getting the ball to, a dominant presence in the middle like Aiden. And also Javon Carter, man. I really, really like Javon Carter.
Okay.
I like to me he's like the next Patrick Beverly or something like that.
Okay, I'm not upset at that. Yeah, and I disagree with that. Patrick Beverly wishes he could shoot as good as Javon Carter. And there's no disrespect to Pat Bev.
That's why I said the next one.
No, he's not. No, I think he's the evolution of it. I think he's way better. I think he's better. I disagree. I think Javon Carter is the point guard version of Bruce Bowen. Think to me that's a more apt comparison than Patrick Beverly. Javon Carter has some offensive game. He's not completely offensively inept. I'm not saying Pat Bev is completely offensively inept, but I think Javon Carter is in year 1 and his offensive game already. Year 2, and he already looks to me to be way better than Pat Bev is offensively on his team. So far, Devin Booker's leading the thing to me that's been so impressive about the Suns this year has been Devin Booker. Like what did I say? Y'all act like Devin Booker. Who did I say y'all act like Devin Booker is?
Donovan Mitchell.
No. It was another one. It was another one where I was like, y'all act like this person was that person before that one.
Y'all act like Kyrie is Devin Booker.
Exactly. Devin Booker this year has not been playing as good as Kyrie. But Devin Booker.
I was about to throw his phone across this room.
Stop, bro. He hasn't been playing as good as Kyrie. But what Devin Booker has been doing this year is he has been playing a complete and total game. And I won't lie, this is the proudest I have ever been of Devin Booker. And I don't have any slander for Devin Booker for the first time ever. Devin Booker is doing what he's supposed to do. Devin Booker is going out there. He's giving me 22.8 points per game. He's giving me 4 rebounds and 6.3 assists. The thing that I really like is a 6.3 assists. Because obviously a guy like Rubio comes in, right? Rubio comes in instantly. You think, okay, Rubio comes in. He's going to take away all of Devin Booker's possessions to be able to hold the ball so that way he won't be getting any more assists. Devin Booker averaged 6.8 assists last year. He's averaging 6.3 so far through 4 games this year. The thing that I really like from Devin Booker is he's taking 1 less shot per game this year than he did last year. And also he's taking he's taking less threes this year than he did last year as well. And he's taking more 2-point shots this year. The other thing that I really like about Devin Booker this year is the fact that he's turning the ball over way less than he did last year. My only real concerns for him is he's been getting foul trouble a lot. He fouled Donovan Mitchell at the end of that game versus Utah, which lost him the game, and the referees lost him that game because it should have been like 1.1 or 1.4 seconds left on the shot clock, and the referees completely. It should have been even if 0.8, 0.4, whatever. Donovan Mitchell missed the free throw on purpose, obviously. I personally thought it should have been 1.1 left on the clock, but it is what it is. Even if he misses it, it's not enough time to do it, whatever. Very smart and effective strategy. But Devin Booker was a guy that slapped Donovan Mitchell clearly across his arm to create the foul that wound up losing in the game. The thing that's been very impressive for me this year is that Donovan Mitchell is allowing Ricky Rubio to still be Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio's top 5 in the NBA in assists right now. He's averaging 9.3 assists. He's only averaging 10 points per game, but that's what I want from Ricky Rubio. Give me 10 and 10. And the craziest part is Ricky Rubio averaging 8 rebounds a game this year.
I mean, I just think that...
Could you imagine if Ricky Rubio finished this year averaging like 10 points per game, 9.5 assists, and like 7.7 rebounds? You'd be like, what the fuck? So he's the perfect kind of guy to come in and play with a guy like Devin. And I like the fact that Devin is actually allowing his teammates to be teammates. And not just thinking, I got to chuck shots. I can't. I'm sorry.
I think that Devin Booker has always been willing to allow his teammates to be teammates. He just ain't really had no teammates. Like, when you look at Phoenix's roster, you see actual professional basketball players on the roster.
I also see some guys. I see guys from years before, though. A lot of these guys were on the team last year. DeAndre Ayton was on the team last year. Oubre was on the team for part of last year. Johnson was on the team last year. Bridges was on the team last year. Johnson was on the team.
But look.
They got a better team, but it's Ricky Rubio to me. It's Rubio.
Listen, bro. All those guys you saying got traded there after the trade deadline, which they started playing much better. Remember they beat the Warriors after the trade deadline.
This is not happening without Ricky Rubio. And also, take back your comments when I told you that Ricky Rubio could do the same thing that Russell Westbrook did, and Paul George would be just as effective, bro.
No, he's not doing the same thing.
I mean, he's averaging 9.3 assists with Devin Booker.
That's dope. He's not going to do the same thing. Like, no, Russell also giving me 20 points. The reason why I was so offended because he's also giving me 20 points. So you actually have to think, oh shit, he might actually shoot the ball and score. He might give me 20 tonight too. And he might give me 11 assists with 12 rebounds. No, I'm not taking that back. There's a difference between 7 boards and 12 boards. A huge one. A huge one.
It is, but the difference is, even seeing Russ this year with the Houston Rockets, he doesn't rebound the same manner in which
He's averaging 12
Shut your ass up and listen to what I'm saying. He doesn't rebound in the same manner at which he did in Oklahoma City. When he rebounded Oklahoma City, he was purposefully going and searching for rebounds. Now he's really just like scrapping and in there trying to help people box out, and he just grabbing. He's a beneficiary because the team is small. Last year, that team wasn't a small team with the Thunder, but he was still down there grabbing rebounds, taking rebounds versus center. This year, he's getting way more in rhythm rebounds. That's what I want to see from him. But a wild thing for the Suns is Kelly Oubre actually has a higher per 36 than Devin Booker. Guess who has a 20-point per game per 36 on the Suns? Guess.
Baines.
Ding, 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 ding. You are right. What do you think about Aaron Baines this season?
He's setting great screens. That's honestly why Booker probably playing better too. Ain't nobody trying to run through no Aaron Baines screen.
The guys from Locked On Clips actually were talking to me about Baines. They think that Aaron Baines is very dirty.
I mean, quite possibly like straddles the line between this is actually what you should do and dirty, but if they don't call it, they don't call it. And yeah, he's a great screen setter. He also shoot threes. Again, like I just think you're in a situation in which, for one, the offense is totally different. You finally have an actual NBA coach. Monty Williams has been drawing up some, even like one of the plays he drew up against the Clippers, and where they went like a double, some type of accident. Booker came off the screen wide and hit a shot. Like Monty Williams has been drawing up some crazy plays, some crazy like offensive plays. He's like got those guys taking accountability and also they just have more shooting. Like even Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson's a bucket. He can shoot. Kaminsky can shoot. Baines can shoot. Booker can shoot. Rubio can even knock one down. Oubre can knock one down. Like they got a very, very. They have a team that basically you can play 5 out with.
They have a team actually currently they have 7 players in double figures right now, averaging double figures. And although Aiden only played one game, we know Aiden's going to average double figures regardless.
Yeah, and like I don't think that'll change. Like I think they have a team where again you can play 5 out if you want, and even when Aiden comes back, you can play 4 out. And when you send him to the bench, you can like still play 5 out. So again, like I said before the year, I don't know how far they'll go. I'm not gonna say they'll be a play. I know my homie Steven texted me like, bro, we're gonna be a playoff team. We can be like the 6th seed. I'm like, no, y'all not.
Which homie Steven? The one I know?
Yeah. I'm like, stop it.
Tell him to get his little bean head ass out of here. Actually, I'm gonna hit that man on Instagram. You wildin', bro. No, they're not a playoff team, but they might win more than 30 games, which is what I think we both predicted them to win. They might win about
35 or something like that.
I think they might win 38. Actually, I think they're gonna do what you think. Who did you say is gonna win 38 games earlier in the show? I forgot. I think they might actually win 30. Oh, the Knicks. I think no. You said the
35 games.
Okay, well I think the Suns will win 38. I think that they will. And I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck into the playoffs, depending upon injuries and how they go. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the LA.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm just happy that Phoenix has direction again. So I can cut on the Suns game and be like, damn, I recognize actual NBA players. And damn, y'all actually playing basketball, bro. Because it's been a long, long ride. It's been basically a decade of desolates in Phoenix. So finally... Y'all, like, finally, if you in Phoenix, you can go to a Suns game and just be entertained.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the LA Clippers. Obviously, we both covered the LA Clippers as media. I covered the game last night versus the Hornets. Kawhi Jordan.
We'll be there Thursday as well.
I will be there on Halloween as well. I'm debating on if I want to wear a costume or not. Some of the other reporters were telling me that they're going to wear some costumes, so I'm debating on if I want to do that, but actually I'm black, so I think I'm not going to wear a costume because I don't need to. But anyways, been covering the Clippers, obviously, great experience. Clippers play the Hornets. The Clippers are currently, rolling on not all cylinders, obviously, because they had a tough, loss versus the Phoenix Suns. But I attributed that loss to just being more one of those things as to where it's just kind of, one of them games where you blow out the Warriors, you blow out the Lakers, you're thinking, all right, cool, whatever, we good, we gonna get this is easy, and then the Suns come out and you're like, oh shit, the Suns are running actual offense.
I think that was great for them though. I think that loss was needed.
Okay.
I think for one, especially with just how they started off the season. Like they started the season on a high note. You beat the Lakers, you beat the living hell out the Warriors. I think that it was a great coaching opportunity for Doc. It's like, see, we can be beat. Like, look at what happened. We can lose games. So, y'all, listen to me. And I think it's better that, and also it shows them that, like, y'all are that new team that everybody gets up to play.
Yeah.
And most of the people on that team, like, Kawhi's been in that situation before. Paul George has kind of been in that situation before when he played with the Pacers. But even not really, because he was getting up to play the Heat. Like, nobody was playing the Pacers like, oh, we got the Pacers tonight, bro. We want to show the world.
Yeah.
Like, the Clippers on the team, like, when you beat the Clippers, it's a national news story. Like, yo, what happened?
Well, now it is, yeah. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard.
So it's like,
shout out to hey.
So it's like they went from being, the hunter to the hunted. And I think that game was a great, great coaching opportunity for Doc, just to, bring him back to earth a little bit and realize, like, look, it's not going to be like this every night. Like, we're not going to beat teams about 40 and 30 every night. We going to have some close games. Everybody got a circle on their calendar now. So when everybody come into the Staples Center, they on high alert. They coming for us. So I think that was a great coach opportunity for them. And again, like, I like the way they look. I mean, I think defensively that they can still stand and get better. I think they need to just talk more.
Yeah, Doc even talked about, defensively. He said defensively he doesn't feel that they're a good team as a whole. He feels that they just have a bunch of good defensive players individually. And that for him is, something that is concerning, but also that he knows that they don't have their full personnel. Obviously, Jerome Robinson still isn't back. He's a guy who, as well as Landry Shamet, just got his contract extended today. So even when you're thinking about, that from that perspective, this team does have to get better, obviously, both defensively and offensively. But I do think that a lot of their defensive mishaps that they will probably have will mostly be due to people just really being more concerned about the talent that's on the floor defensively rather than them playing together as a unit. Because even you said in that game that you covered in the preseason that you didn't hear anybody talking on the floor. And that's something that is, very important. And even Doc, talked to the homie Kahari Jones, who came on the show, about how he pulled, Kahari asked Doc what he talked to him about, and Doc was talking about offensive matchups. And said I pulled him to the side because I kept noticing that it was a weak offensive matchup and I kept wanting them to go to it and they missed it. So I came to him and said, hey, run that action and get to that spot because that's how you can score easily. So
he pulled who to the side?
Huh?
He pulled who to the side?
He pulled Kawhi. He pulled Kawhi to the side.
Okay.
So I'm saying, so even when you speak about like Doc being like, yo, you lost, y'all can be beat. Doc is even at the point where he can pull a guy like Kawhi to the side and say, hey, this is what you need to be doing. And everybody else is going to see it and they're going to take accountability for it. Doc, he even also talked about how he felt like, he really, thought Kawhi was good, but he didn't think that Kawhi was as smart. And he thinks Kawhi is one of the smartest basketball players that he's ever been around in terms of his mind and how he knows the sets and how things go and where spacing should be. And also just how to get the ball and attack the ball. He talked about Kawhi getting that steal where literally he just came out of nowhere and literally put his hands up and got the steal. So, I think defensively they'll be all right. But also it's like Paul George is not there. And even yesterday, at the game, Doc was talking about how, because the reporter's like, well, what do you think, Paul George is? A shooting guard or a power forward on this team? And Doc is like, they've been the same to me for about 6-7 years now. I've been running I run the same actions that I do for a shooting guard, small forward, and power forward, and I've been pretty much doing that for the past 6-7 years now. So they've been the same to me for a while. So, Paul coming back is not really going to make a difference for me because we've been running this action, these actions for these positions for a while. So I think defensively, even with that, they'll be all right.
First of all, there's no real such thing as a traditional power forward.
He also said that. He said that he thinks that right now, currently, Paul George could play 2, 3, and 4. But he's like, but the way that the NBA is going today, in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, he might be able to play the 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Because, if you look at, they had Tobias, they had Danilo. Both of those are really small forwards, really honestly. Danilo plays power forward because of how the NBA has evolved, and you want more than 3-and-D wing. But Danilo came in as a small forward. So those are the guys that he's had the past couple of years. He's pretty much had the foundation for this team. It's just you didn't have Kawhi and you didn't have Paul George. Even last year they tried to make Tobias. Tobias had 10 assists in one game last year. So they even tried to work on him with being a better playmaker. And it's just you bring Kawhi and you put Kawhi in the system, a smarter, better basketball player, and you see what it does for Kawhi. So, look, I think the transition offensively will be seamless. I'm not worried about offense with the Clippers. They're going to figure out a way to score points. They got too many. They got Lou Will. They got Kawhi Leonard. They got Trez. They got Paul. They got too many options about scoring points. For me, the main thing is about defense. Can they become the defensive team that, again, I think the Clippers should be one of the best defensive teams
But are
you've
we gonna
ever seen
see
in
it
your
though?
life.
But are we gonna see it until Paul George comes back? Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I think my whole point in talking about like why he was talking about why how Kawhi is so smart and all that stuff is because like I think that they all know right now that they are not going to be the team defensively that they need to be until Paul George comes back because he will literally put everybody where they're supposed to be. So right now, everybody's playing slightly a little bit off of where they're going to eventually be defensively. And also, Doc said his goal eventually when Paul George comes back is to at least have Kawhi or Paul George on the floor, Montrezl Harrell, and Lou Williams pretty much at all times during the game.
Duh.
No, but that's not even what I'm saying. What I'm saying is so even from a defensive perspective, Zubac had 5 blocks last night, but he also had but he also had 4 turnovers. So I have to worry about him just being able to. Although a couple of those turnovers, 2 of them I believe were from bad passes. One of them was actually from Kawhi, which I believe it hit off his hand and went out of bounds after it did. But still, Zoo's a guy that Doc has said that he's doing everything that he's requested and asked of him, but still think the one defensive liability they have is Zoo. But I think when they come back, if their final lineup in the game, the end games can be Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Montrezl Harrell, that's decent depending upon the team. But that's the unit. But that's the unit I need to see locked in defensively.
Thing about Montrezl that I've learned, Montrezl really don't like guarding on the perimeter because Frank Kaminsky and Aaron Baines was messing him up. He was not trying to go, it was a point in time where he was not trying to go out there. He kind of got exposed in that game. He wasn't really trying to go out there and guard a lot, which is what hurt him a lot. So against stretch bigs, if you can take Trez away from the basket, Trez got to get better at, the pick and roll defense, pick and pop defense, stuff like that. Because Trez really going to be trying to go out there and guard on the wing.
Yeah, but even when him not trying to go out there and guard on the wing, my thoughts are, what are your thoughts in regards to who else can he go to at this point? What I mean?
But I think JaMychal will be good, but you can't
versus
run that
a stretch 5 though.
Yeah, if you're playing a team,
it depends on which one.
Right? They got Kaminsky at the 5. Kaminsky not really Kaminsky really a 4.
Yeah, but they could put Baines at the 5 and he a stretch. Even you think about a team like the Grizzlies, Valanciunas. I saw him hit pop 3 threes versus the Nets.
I mean, yeah, but the lineup they would probably put Jaren at the 5. If Jaren could just stay on the court. Jaren's issue is he keep fouling and can't stay on the court. Even if you go out there with an AD and you put AD at the 5, you would probably match up JaMychal with him. But again, you have to have Paul George back to do that. Mm-hmm. If Trez is messing up as far as they don't want to guard on the perimeter, okay, sit down. We keep Paul George in. We just put JaMychal in. Paul George, granted, JaMychal isn't going to give you 12 rebounds. If you got Kawhi and Paul George out there and Patrick Beverley, I think you'll be okay on the boards. Both of those guys can go out there and average 8 boards, capable of getting a rebound, and Pat Bev is capable of sneaking in, and he's one of the best guard rebounders. So I think that you have a whole bunch of lineup combinations that you can run if something isn't working, but you do need Paul George back to, like you said, put everybody back in their spots.
Yeah, and again, and until we get to that point, there's nothing you can really tell me about this team defensively because he is a guy that is a top 3 defender in the NBA, arguably, and you already have another top. You actually, literally, the Clippers have 5 arguable top 5 defenders in the NBA.
I told you that.
So I don't care.
Not 5.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They had
that.
They have
5.
Oh, I'm sorry, not 5.
3.
I'm sorry, not 5. They have 3. They have 3 potential top 5 defenders in the NBA. And I think Landry Shamet is a guy that's going to wind up in a few years being one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. That dude he's about his shit. Doc talked about it. I mean, there's what he's about his business.
I watched it.
Also, fans, make sure you go and you check out my Clippers post-game report. I'm sorry, it was mad late. I was super tired. Kawhi literally went to work out for an hour after the game. I'm like, bro, we was all waiting in there. The kids from USC literally waited for an hour and a half. They're like, Kawhi. They're like, where's Kawhi?
Did he ever come out and talk?
He came out eventually and talked. The homie Cam sent me a clip of it, but I left because it was 11 o'clock. I'm like, no, I'm going home because I still got to edit. So sorry, it's one edited mistake in that post game. But hopefully you all enjoy it. I've been trying to do it so that we can give you all some more just insight and thoughts and a real recap. So make sure you check out our post game coverage of the Clippers as well as the interviews, the post game coverage, the scrums, the all of it. Our Clippers content has been surfacing a lot better since the season started. We starting to get in the tops of them search rankings and them pages. So if you're watching us and you're a Clippers fan, thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share one of our videos with one of your friends. But we appreciate it. Go ahead, Pavy.
I do want to say this though. Like the one thing that you say, like in terms of this team defensively, they can still talk more. Like even you saw when Kawhi yelled at Trez and like in the Suns game, like I still don't feel like they are communicating at the level that they need to communicate. Like half of defense is really just talking. Like just tell me what you're gonna do, bro. Yeah. I literally don't know unless you tell me. Yeah. Tell me what you're gonna do. So I think that's one thing that, regardless of who on the court, they can learn to communicate better. Because I see it too many times where it's like Palagosa wouldn't have to scrumble and run back the other way. Like that shouldn't happen. Yeah. Y'all should not whether you get beat by somebody because you just get beat. That's one thing. But you should get beat because you're out of position. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I would like to see more of. Like just communicate. Talk more.
Yeah, I'm not upset at that. But, all right, man. I guess we're going to get into our final thoughts. What are your final thoughts as we head into this weekend? Obviously, there's no Hoops and Brews this week, but basically we gave you all 2 hours of unfiltered basketball talk in regards to the NBA and what's going on. So go ahead, Pavy. What are your final thoughts as we get ready to wrap up 2-4-1?
I need Kyrie and the Nets to finish games better, especially Kyrie. I need Kyrie to, now granted, yeah, it's cool and all that you can hit those clutch shots. Like, that's all dope. It looks cool. It's a great highlight. But you shouldn't be in those predicaments and situations in the first place. The Grizzlies' loss was inexcusable. You should have never even had...
Actually, can we talk about that real quick? I'm sorry. I know we was going to do the...
okay, come on.
But let's talk about Kyrie Irving. What are your thoughts on Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets so far? Obviously, they've been in some pretty tightly contested games. They've lost a couple of games really due to...
They're 2-1.
Yeah, yes, I know. But they've lost a couple of games to me more so due to inexperience than like a sheer talent or anything. But also, I think this is what Kyrie wanted with Boston. But he couldn't do it in Boston because Brad Stevens wouldn't allow him to. So now he's finally getting a dose of what he actually wants, but this is a part of what comes with it. You have to be the guy to make the smart decisions. You can't, you're the guy with the unlimited bag of tricks, but you can't let Ja Morant clamp you down when you got an unlimited bag of tricks. And I felt like in a couple of those instances, a couple of those losses, he could have been better in terms of their late post-game execution. I won't lie. I really do like Taurean Prince on this team. I think that he is well-deserved that contract. I think Joe Harris is very good. This is a team that if Kevin Durant had not torn his Achilles, would actually be my favorite to win the finals through the first, I would say probably 4 games. But they just have to learn how to play together, and that's fine. It's a new team.
To me, it's a couple things.
Go ahead.
What they don't show you before the Crowder 3 is Spencer did when he missed a free throw. You done made every free throw all game. Now you missed a free throw.
It's life. Luka Doncic missed 2 free throws at the end of the game versus the Nuggets, and they still won. It's life. It happens.
But difference is, I think weren't they up 3 already?
They were up 3, but it was to ice the game, and he didn't ice the game.
Yeah,
he choked.
Yeah. But look, listen,
that's my guy. But Luka choked. He pulled the LeBron.
But listen, it's the difference between missing 2 free throws when you're up 3 and missing the free throw that can put you up 3 when you're up 2. Because now, when it's 3 seconds up, because now any shot beats you, which is what happened. They won by 1 point. Spencer missed a shot. In game 1, Kyrie makes a pocket pass to Jared Allen. He misses 2 free throws. Now you got to go into overtime. Yeah. Again, I talked about that at the end of regulation, right? Kyrie makes 2 plays that I think, like, granted, the thing I do love about Kyrie is that I think he leading the league. I mean, I'm pretty sure AD's leading it now because after the game he just had. But Kyrie is top 5 free throw attempts. The one thing that I said that I tweeted about Kyrie is, like, to me the next step for him is just getting to the line. Like, if you get to the line 7 times,
you've said that numerous times. You've said that numerous times. I will give you credit on that one.
That takes that 23 points to 30, strictly just because you got to the line more.
Yeah.
That's what increased it. So I do want to give him kudos for that. But defensively, they got to figure something out, man. Because that defense is god awful.
I told you that, though. Did I not tell you that?
Stop nobody.
I told you that.
Not granted. This could be because, again, they're a young team. Personally, they had, Jared starting over DJ. They just started DJ. I would like to see DJ play more minutes. Now I understand why they don't do it sometimes because Jared's a better free throw shooter, but I still like to see DJ play more minutes because I think he's far and away the smartest defensive mind that they have.
I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't been watching the Brooklyn Nets games from start to finish. I did not know DeAndre Jordan was not starting. I thought he was still starting. I didn't know he was not starting. He's not starting?
He just started starting. He started the Grizzlies game.
That's egregious. That's egregious. Come on, Kenny. Get that together. Kenny Atkinson tweaking.
But down the stretch, they had Jared playing and not DJ, and I don't like that. Like, I just think DJ's defensive mind is like he just like I think he's more intimidating defensively than what Jared Allen is. I think Jared Allen is a great shot blocker. I don't know if he's the same level of defender that DeAndre Jordan is. So I think that they need to figure that out. And again, I think that the main thing for them is just getting better in late game situations, Kyrie included.
Sorry.
But it's also playing defense so you don't even get in those situations. Like once you're up 6 with 3 minutes left on the Grizzlies, you should get 2 buckets and take that to 10 and win that game.
I mean, to be fair, DJ this year is only giving you 15 points. These are totals. 15 total points, 26 total rebounds, 20 defensive rebounds. He's shooting 37.5% from the free throw line and 66.7% from the field goal range, but he's only taking 9 shots. So it's like
you don't need him to shoot the ball. Like, he's not there to shoot.
I understand that, but DJ has always been a cleanup guy. He can't even clean up on his team, so it might just be over for him.
He's cleaning up, but again, how many minutes is he playing?
Huh?
Like, look at these minutes and like look at what he was playing in previous years.
He's playing. DeAndre Jordan this year is playing 21 minutes per game. Last year he played 25 minutes per game for the Knicks and 31 for the Mavericks.
Like, you gotta put him out there, bro. You got to put him out there.
I guess.
I mean, he's still a great lob threat. He can catch lobs. He's always in shape. Ain't like he never out of shape. So, he always in shape. Great lob threat. He can rim one. He can rebound. Like, I think he just needs to play a little bit more minutes.
What did you think about his comments today when he called Kyrie, his comments about Kyrie Irving?
I love him. I think that it's great that this whole team is behind him. Like, that's the main thing. It's like, and if it's, Kyrie has some mental health things going on, like, those are real concerns and those are real things. And it's just like, it's great to have the teammates that are behind him. Like, I love Spencer Dinwiddie's comments. I love DJ's comments. Like, it's just great to have. Sorry. It's just, it's just great that he has an organization that seems to be behind him and seems to be player first.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan said, "What do you want me to say? Kyrie's a bad guy. He's terrible. He's moody. I don't like to be around him. He's a horrible locker room. I'm sorry. He's horrible in the locker room. He's a selfish player. I don't like his haircut. I wear his shoes only because they're comfortable, because he makes me. Is that good? So it's like I get it. It makes sense. Like, I do. Kyrie, third eyebrow. It's the Rock. Shout out to Kyrie. He signed the Rock Nation too, right?
I have no idea.
I think he is third eyebrow. Shout out to Kyrie, third eyebrow. But I like this comment from DJ, and the reason why I like this comment from DJ is because it's just like, bro, shut the hell up and just leave the man alone. And that's what I feel like. It's like, yo, what you want me to do? You asking me a question, reporter person, while I'm supposed to badmouth one of my best friends? That's what you want me to do? Yeah, in front of the world? You want me to just want me to bet like Stephen A, I was saying, so that's what you gonna do? You're just gonna. That's pretty much what he's saying. Like that. Like, I'm supposed to just bash my guy. Like, come on, man. Like stop it. Like,
about mood swings in China, I might have been moody. I'm in fucking China for 2 weeks. I might have been moody too.
It's not even that. That's old. You just rehashing that because you want to get a story. That's old.
It is old. And you even see him on
at this point. It's old.
I'll even watch Kyrie in the silence. I love the way he interacts with the team. Like, he's up interacting with the team. Like, him and Theo always up, like, cheering. Like, I love it. It seems like he's happy being there. He's somewhere where he's wanted to be at, and like he's enjoying it. He's enjoying the ride and having fun. And I even heard him talk about the coach, about Kenny. He said that like he felt like he could just talk to him as a man, just like talk to him about things that's not even about basketball. And if he has questions about basketball, he can ask those too. But he can just ask him about questions about life. Maybe he didn't feel like he could do that. I guess he came in and asked Brad Stevens what he thought about something, and Brad Stevens ain't had no answer for him. Maybe Kenny got
What
an
did
answer.
he ask Brad Stevens what he thought about?
I forgot. It was something like some political thing.
White women?
Nah, it was something like Brad Stevens didn't have no answer. So I mean, like, hey, to me, it seems like Kyrie is finding someone where he's happy and comfortable, and shout out him. But they gotta learn how to win games, and they gotta learn how to play some damn defense, man.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I definitely think that the one thing that I'm looking for from Kyrie is really just to take his the next evolution as a leader. I just want him to be a better leader. And I think that this year what he's been showing us is that he's fully capable of being a better leader. And that maybe that Boston, scenario wasn't everything that we, kind of cracked it up to be in the moment. Because I think that, from the outside looking in, with that Celtics team, it was like, Kyrie, why can't you just get it together? You know what I mean? Like we were literally in that specific scenario, with the Celtics thing, and why can't this team get it together? Kept wondering about the Kemba. No. I mean, obviously he said that he was dealing with some personal issues and with passing of his grandfather and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily I'm not conflating the two together, but also though it was a lot. I mean, and even seeing Terry Rozier this year, he's not that good. So if I'm Kyrie Irving and I got Terry Rozier telling me I'm trying to get a contract and I'm looking at you and like, fam, you suck. Like
Devontae Graham taking your minutes, bro.
Like, bro, and shout out to Devontae Graham. Devontae Graham is my new favorite player. Don't try to steal it, man. Shout out to the Devontae Graham, and shout out to the Hornets, man. Are they that bad?
No.
Okay.
They're decent and they play hard. Amazing what they compete, G. They come out here every night and they compete. They might not win, but with the Hornets you're gonna get 40. Like you gonna have to play basketball. And if you don't play basketball, they might beat you.
Yeah. How many games do you think they win this year?
A smooth 25.
Okay, not upset.
But I won't mind watching those games, though. I won't mind watching those smooth 25 wins.
More than you enjoy watching Kemba?
Yes, because I feel like Kemba would go off, but not the whole team didn't feel. I think because Kemba could score so well, the whole team didn't feel empowered to shoot the ball and get their game off too.
Okay, I'm not upset at that. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's get ready to get into these final thoughts for tonight. For this show. Obviously, we are technically, in tomorrow or today. So if you're watching this, we just recapped the night. I had a late night, but we did this immediately after the Lakers game. The Lakers usually end at 12 a.m. anyway, so it's not like, If you're on the East Coast, the Lakers game literally ends at midnight. So. Basically. 10 o'clock actually in at 1 a.m. Really ends at 1 a.m. for you in at midnight. In the Central Time for me, it's just 10 o'clock. Night about to start. Usually you'd be like, I'm about to go to Poppy. Also, bro, end of an era, bro. End of an era, man. Hey, Hoops and Brews fan. Hoops and Brews will never look the same. It's a new I got a new place, new location. But the one thing I like about my new place is that I got a basketball court. So now y'all going to actually be able to see me play basketball because I'm finna literally start live streaming when I go and play basketball. And my girl used to play basketball in high school. She beat me today twice on horse. I was mad as hell, G. The first time, she came back both times. That's actually what made me mad. She got tired. She went over there, got some water, and came out and then hit like 2 wild shots. I'm like, come on, man. What you on? But it's basketball court there, so obviously we're going to be having some runs. You're going to see me beat Pavy ass again, unless he's going to be too scared to play in the one-on-ones again.
I just hate playing one-on-one.
Yeah, he's scared. But anyway, it don't matter. Don't matter. We can invite anybody through. You're going to lose no matter the circumstances.
I want to run a full 5.
Come on, we can run a full. If you got enough people to run a full 5, guess what? I got the court. It's here.
All right.
It's a 5-minute walk for me, and it's free. Free. Put it together. Bring Quams through. Bring Darius through. Bring Scott through. Okay. Bring Watts through. Shout out to the homie Big Watts as well. Bring Banks No Rest through. Bring them all through. I don't care. Bring Damian through. Let's get it. But anyways, final thoughts.
It's been a great NBA season. I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Trae Young get better. Warriors keep losing. And yeah.
All right, cool. What are your thoughts heading into next week? Who do you think will be the player? Who is your player of the week for this week? Hold on 1 second. I want to put this up on the screen. Who is your player of the week?
I'm gonna go Kyrie and Karl Anthony Towns.
How can you go Kyrie when they're 1 and 2?
Cause have you seen the numbers Kyrie putting up?
Yeah, I mean AD dropped 40 and 20 though.
Okay.
I'm just saying. He dropped 40 and 20.
That's cool.
Trae Young has been better than both of them. I'm to keep it.
But Kyrie lead the league in scoring, G.
Trae Young. So what? Trae Young literally ain't leading the league in scoring because he sprained his ankle and scored 5 points and had to be escorted off the floor.
I'm going Cat. Well, that counts. I'm going Kyrie and I'm going Cat because I didn't expect Cat to do what Cat doing. Cat been out here on a mission.
On a mission to finish 9th.
They probably are gonna finish 9th. But
you told me that they were gonna be the worst team in the league, though. Originally, you said that I think the Timberwolves might be the worst team in the West.
They are not gonna be the worst team in the West.
Yeah,
I don't know who's gonna be the worst team in the West.
I really don't this year. The Kings. Luke Walton.
Yeah, the Kings. Oh, the Kings.
Like the Kings, I almost like and Bagley hurt. That's Luke Walton. That might be the only reason why Luke Walton keep his job because that's his built-in excuse. Bagley got hurt. I couldn't do my rotations. Luke Walton, your rotations.
23 games.
Exactly. Your Paul Silas.
Gave Buddy all that money.
Yeah, my player of the week this week. I'm actually going to nominate. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to Trae Young. I think Trae Young. I expected him to come out and be better than he was, but I thought it would be marginal. He came out this year and he's shown me that he is a top 25 player in the NBA. Whether he's an all-star this year or not remains to be seen. Obviously, because it's usually like that. If you top 25, you can fall in that space between really being like top 23 to top 30, and then you may or may not make the all-star team. Think about Dame. I think Trae Young is in that Dame kind of territory in the East where if he doesn't make the All-Star team, I won't be mad. But if he does make it, I won't be surprised either. Hopefully he comes back healthy off that ankle injury. I just didn't expect this from him, and he's been playing in with the assassin-like mentality. I think that he realizes that people compare me to Steph Curry, but I can be me. But I can be me because I can drive, I can dish, I can shoot, I can take you off the dribble, I can lay up, I can finish through contact, I can finish with the free throw shot. But also the thing that I can do is I'm younger and I'm faster than most of these guards. So all I have to do is just play smarter. And I think this year he's playing exponentially more smarter than he played last year. And I think John Collins is as well, even though he got to stop getting his ass dunked on.
John Collins hit like 4 threes and a half today. I'm like, what the hell?
Exactly. But I told you, him and Trae Young are two guys that I think can be all-stars. But they have to be all-stars for this team to be good. So I'm going to nominate him, and my honorary mention is Kawhi Leonard. I saw him drop 30 last night, and it just was effortless. When they played the Hornets, I was just look. He dropped 30 and didn't play the last 6 minutes of the game, and they still won. He's on load management, and he dropped 30, and he only took 18 shots, and he went under the rim, and it was just like what.
My honorable mention is actually Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook has. I'm gonna tell you, I'm about 2 months away from telling y'all he's the best player on the Rockets. I'm about 2 months away.
You're a James Harden stan. Don't do this.
I'm about 2. Man, look, G.
I told you. But hold on a minute. Whoa.
What?
Did I not tell you that he was the best player on the Rockets before the season, and you told me that I was tripping because he couldn't shoot?
But look, G, it's like he does so much stuff for that team, bro. And it's like the small things, G. It's like the man just going in there, snagging a rebound, or just tapping the ball back. That shit did not exist last year.
Yeah. And
he's actually a much better point guard than what I even knew because he has space now.
Yep. Didn't have space before. Didn't have space, didn't have shooters. But that's also a reason, but also the thing that Russ is doing this year is, and I actually was talking to the guys on Locked On Clips about this last night at the Clippers game, was he took 1 3-pointer in the last game that they played.
Yeah, he's not shooting many threes.
What have we been talking about? What have we been screaming about back and forth all season long? Hoops and Brews. I'm like, yo, Russ has to not. If he's gonna not shoot well from 3, don't shoot them, and he doesn't shoot them. But this is what I'm saying. When he shoots long 3s and he misses them, it gives teams long rebounds and easier chances in transition to be able to score. When he only takes 1 3 on a night, when he knows he doesn't have the 3 going, it means that those teams don't get 6 to 7 to 8 longer possessions and fast break opportunities. So that's the thing that I've really been enjoying for him. But go ahead.
Yeah, but now his free throw, he's shooting way better from the free throw line. I guarantee he's about like 70-some%. At worst, he's 70-some%.
I'm gonna check it out.
Also,
Russ is shooting from the free throw line this year. He's shooting 76% this year. One out of every 4.
60-something last year.
Yeah.
So 76. That's like he's getting to the line. He's making his free throws, so he's not scared to go there. Also, last year on OKC, he damn near might have been the best shooter. Well, second best. Like, they didn't really have anybody to shoot the ball. Somebody got to shoot the ball. In Houston, he wanted to work like him and Dabo probably work. Him, Dabo, and Capella. Dabo ain't made it. Every time the ball get kicked to Dabo, I'm like, that's not going in.
That's not going in. He's like, Melo. That's not going in, Melo.
So it's like he's like changed his game, but he's like a complimented. Like, he saved Harden from himself. If Harden can just start making fucking shots, the defense would improve.
He can't make shots though, because he can't operate in the same spaces as he operated. Even you talked about Steve Kerr saying that he could try to run Steph Curry out there like James Harden, but he's not built like that. James Harden can do that because, as Steve Kerr said, it's easy for you to do that with James Harden because you put 4 shooters on the floor and you just let him isolate, and then he can create. He has the stamina. He's big enough, the body mass and all that to be able to do that. I can't do that with Steph Curry because he weighs 180 pounds. So with James Harden, with Russell Westbrook on the floor, it literally takes the spacing and it eliminates it. Because Russ, usually on the floor, PJ Tucker is operating in that space in the corner, but now it's Russ on the corner.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How many full Rockets games this year have you watched?
I've watched 2.
The issue with Harden is not, I don't have an issue with him missing threes. It's just like he be forcing it. It's like, no, I do it no more. You don't have to force it. Stop.
No, it's not. It's not that he's forcing them.
No,
stop, G. It's not that he's forcing them. Those are shots that, as the guy who is the guy on the team, you expect and you want him to take. The problem, let me finish. The problem is a difference between wanting the guy who is the guy who you told me should be the 2-time reigning MVP to take bad shots when usually he needed to because the other guy that was on the team was not that good. Now that the other guy on the team, literally Russell Westbrook is leading the Houston Rockets in rebounding, he's leading them in assists, he's leading them in steals, and in terms of blocks, Clint Capella got 2.7 blocks per game. Russ has 0.3 blocks per game, but Russ is only 5 points behind Harden. Harden is not at the point in his brain where he is doing what you told me he would do. You told me Harden would be like, I got my guy here. I know how my guy play. I'm going to defer and let my guy make some plays when I need him to make some plays because I've been looking for the guy. Russell Westbrook actually been doing more of what we thought that he would not be doing at this point in the season. Then Harden is doing what we thought he would be doing. Harden's still playing like his last year and it's not last year. And that's what you want from him. No, but what I'm saying is that's what you want from him being a guy. But you also need him to realize like, oh shit, I don't have to do this.
I feel you.
Hold on, wait a minute. One second. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on this team right now averaging double figures. You don't have to score 36 a game. But you told me he was gonna average 33, and I said, how?
No, look, listen. He had 40 the other night. He took 24 fucking free throws. He could still average 30. He like, look, bro.
It's not necessary though.
But listen, look, no, it is because sometimes look.
He's averaging 6.3 turnovers this year.
Look, the turnover, yes, but I think he had like 7 turnovers like the first game, stuff like that. That has to calm down.
Russ is averaging 4. He's averaging 6.3. That's 10 turnovers a game.
Listen, yes, it needs to calm down turnovers. He can still average 30. Russ can still average. That's crazy about Russ. Damn near averaging triple double steal. Harden can still average 30. My thing is like go to the basket more. Also, it's just like the type of shots you're taking. It'll always be like 3 shots a game where it's like you're forcing. Like but sometimes Houston gets in ruts when because they do shoot a lot of threes. You'll see late in games that they legs give out and they can't make a shot. That's when you dump the ball to Harden. It's like Harden, now you shoot, now you go to work. That's cool. I have no issue with that. But it's a couple plays in games in which he'll miss a three, get the ball back, shoot another three, get the ball back, shoot another three. I'm like, Harden, bro, you don't have to do that, G. Like, you actually don't have to do that no more, bro. Stop forcing it. When he shoots step backs and just misses, that's not him forcing it because those are rhythm shots for him. But this is when he's literally like taking shots and it's like, I know you only doing that because you know you all and you trying to get it going. And you don't have to do that, bro. Go to the rim, get fouled. Like, it's not like he's taking less free throws. He's still taking mad free throws. Now, he's not getting some of the same calls, but he's still taking mad free throws.
Yeah.
He's still taking what, like probably averaging like 13 free throws a game.
Let's see. James Harden this year is averaging free throw attempts. He's averaging 16 free throw attempts per game. He's making 15.3 of them per game. He's only shooting 7.7 2-point attempts per game this year. He is shooting 52.2%, but from the three-point line, he's taking 13.3 3-point attempts per night, and he's only making 2, shooting 15% right now.
Yeah, see, like, I think that should be more around 9. That should be more around 9.
No, it shouldn't. It should be really more around 6. You don't have to You don't have to do that. Think about what Think about literally what I just said 6 minutes ago when I said Russ shooting all of those long jumpers means long rebounds. That means he's giving the other team 13 potential long rebounds and fast breaks possessions a game.
That's why that transition defense is god awful.
So if you're not gonna shoot well, then just shoot 6 of them. If you're dropping 36 a game, pull that bitch. Pull that. Hey, 4, boom, pull that bitch. But if you shooting 15% per game. No. If Harden finishes his season shooting less than 35% from 3 this year, but he's still taking over 8 threes a game, that's on him because it's gonna come back in the playoffs to haunt him and bite him. And I don't want to hear any excuses from him. Russ is gonna be Russ this playoffs. If Harden is small game James again, you gonna have to pay for that man's sins.
You have to pay for that man's sins.
You gonna have to pay for that man's sins. You gonna have to pay for that man's sins.
But no, literally, I'm like 2 months away from telling y'all Russ the best player on that team.
Whatever.
Every time I watch it, y'all be like, G, Russ, G. My dog.
You are full of it. You are full
my
of
dog,
it.
G.
You are full of it. But shout out to all of the fans that are still watching. Somebody said y'all going to the welfare office in a few hours to beg for more benefits. Get your beanhead ass out of here. Somebody logged in as welfare office and said that. But anyways, all right, cool. Let's get ready to get out of here. One thing I do want to say, I did want to put into this chat is, you just mentioned Karl Anthony Towns. My stat of the night is Karl Anthony Towns finishes the first week of the season essentially averaging 33 minutes per game, 33.7 minutes per game, 32 points per game. He's giving you 13.3 rebounds per game, 5 assists. But the stat of the night is Karl Anthony Towns is currently taking 9.7 3-point attempts per game and making 5. This year, he's shooting 51.7% from the 3-point range in the first week, and he's leading the league in PER with a 40.27 PER. Second in the league is Kyrie Irving, although I did say that Kyrie Irving, they were 1 and 2. Third in the league is Kawhi Leonard at 37.21 per game, giving you 27 points per game. Kawhi is giving you 7.5 assists this year, 6.5 rebounds. If Kawhi can finish this season giving me 29, 7, and 6, he's going to win MVP. Any final words? Nope.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Alrighty, we will get up with you all on the next Hoops and Brews. Until then, this has been 2 for 1 with your homie TPJ and Pavy of Hoops and Brews. Make sure you follow me at Real TPJ. That is REEL TPJ. It's a film joke. If you don't get it, you dummy. We just gave you 2 hours and 20 plus minutes of hoops talk. We didn't give you Hoops and Brews, but you got some live analysis. Shout out to everybody that watched this stream tonight, and shout out to all of the fans that continue to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/H&B. We got cool benefits. You can watch a game with me and Pavy. We'll take you to a Clippers game, and we can watch it with you as a fan. Grab a beer, grab a brewski. I'll get one of those Mango Cart IPAs from the Tostitos Lounge. We'll make it happen in Staples Center. Anyways, this has been a 2 for 1 show. Pavy, go ahead and get your plug in.
Yeah, man, as always, man, follow me on Twitter at PavyWorld, PAVY World, all one word. Pavy.com. Go check that out for everything Pavy. You can find it there.
Yes, and I just want to say I really like the 2-for-1 format. Obviously, it's not hoops and brews, but we can still be able to interact and dialogue. I talked to the guys at Locked On Clippers. I'm going to make it my goal to try to do a 2-for-1 every night if possible, and if I can, hopefully Pavy will be able to host one. Super simple, and I like the setup and the way we do it. I'm going to see if I can get more guests to call in via Skype, including we're going to try to get the homegirl Lele Murray to come through. We're going to try to get the homie Glasses Malone to come through. We're going to try to get Locked In Clips. I'm going to try to get everybody I know that has Skype and an iPhone to call in to the 2-for-1 show. And I just want to give a shout out to the homie Cam Buford. Thank you for just you know what I mean. Just thank you for just being a cool dude. He still sends me clips. He'll send me random clips if he's at a game and I'm not there or we're not there, and be like, "Yo, you can post this if you want." So thanks, Cam. I appreciate that for always looking out for us. And once again, make sure you subscribe and you like this video. We are nothing without your support. If you donate to us, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you are help keeping the dream alive. This has been Hoops and Brews for H&B Media, the 2-for-1 show nightly NBA recap. We will get up with you all next time. Peace out.